Don't kwaba pausime dunsia and a year memory the 19th of July and it feels good to be kwaba yow. Bokodie. Say let me just announce say yow I a boafo. The newly elected Grammy Academy member na chese me ba chomo monse mana. Hey. So okay to monse. Yo, how does it feel, first of all, to be a part of the Grammy Academy? What do you guys do? Educate minimity for?
Oh, first of all, I can say NJ because nyum to ejumenima yewo baby a open say like yewo na mombi episode 12 na udru and our Grammys no fans recording academy. A association of like-minded or peers, for songwriters, producers, and professionals or juma I think the Anchophobium Recording Academy for the most Grammys. We they be a Grammy. I'm not more organized Grammys no. Into more like an association or more doing artists no industry no impunto emu. Into that's what the Grammy is all about. Basically.
Okay, I see. Nana Dana ye chichi hun komoka krana will catch me say it would take a recommendation of 2 individuals to get you in the academy. Is it a recommendation from just anybody? And now say, how does it work?
So until we remember what me recommend every year be at me recommending Crofomio no for academy no be decided some be accepting the background or not. Ideally usually no ye ka say we here nipa ba kwa member. But bet me a second recommendation from Obia Onimwa or two Jumani so bet me explaining the way any until every year we have from you know and now go through certain process. After process no so mujituma now from us send you email say you accept to into the academy.
I see. Very interesting. JB, do you have anything to say about that?
Oh, it's a great milestone. What I said okay, you know. Anyone who's in the media I hope he said will be Drew baby. Will be out on a personal goals. So for him to be selected for that position, great, or to be part of that academy, no. All
right, so great.
Actually, is there any remuneration?
Remuneration?
Yeah.
I see it to America.
Yeah, say yeah, more BB and I see.
Oh yeah, there. Benefits for
benefits.
Okay. Yeah, benefits, especially say you say you're based in the US. To US ne there ultimately full benefit no. But our Ghana there just oko US and now we have full benefit no. But basically recording academy no enye bibia because almost structures near no. I say Ghana how I join any fancy music utia we yearly dues more discuss
about your dues.
Oh make me to dues as a member. Oh, I $150
every month.
No, I pay year.
Per year, and maybe say benefits, no. And
I'm just benefit in the whole US. They have different benefits.
Like
in terms of, I'm fine to say, be multi case. Say Grammy Awards, no selection process, no. With me, a part of the selection process of the Grammy Awards. Also, there's the Grammy Museum, and there are also other activities as a Grammy member, as a recording academy member, to enjoy those benefits. Plus, a sound so CV so. And also share industry standards.
Okay.
Because we see just say only like only OPS and they relate. Okay. I think the biggest advantage is the fact say I did wait to see so. But then ideally no, I think say
more leverage.
Okay. And ideally no, but what Ghana have, I think West American I believe say music a bit that same kind of leverage. We may look at that attractive to attract Ghanaian artists to also be a part of it because need be different.
Okay.
From music.
Okay.
But the music to me or more than to me any year. I think some bit the same weight.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the education.
Actually.
All right, it's here for your mama kwabasa ebio ediba entertainment reviews. So don't kwaba pa ho eye sime eduonum yensa your mama kwaba. And then komo wo ho. Ye pese e kwa ahoma ne so na ye ne yenua be ma Jeffrey etwen komo ba ye pusu ahoma ne ye nya ne ye ba de aba beto mu ne se secret wo ha wo ye eye filmmaker na sinitwa adwuma mu watene mu a che no yɛbɛsɛ yɛhwɛ sɛ saa ɛyɛ nkaye nsɛm kekaye ɛyɛ no kresa na yɛnya bɛma Jeffrey Norte recently ɛyɛ one of the shows put it up on National Theatre, massive turnout for people to come and then enjoy the three faces of Jeffrey Norte. But na siya what the assembly aba betudwa etremu say Ghana sinichafo producers no na womu ni sika na na mpempi no omo follow on unknown faces no edi womu twesini ema omo sini ni to mijina na bedu ba bi na sika ne ba omo nsema na omo refi these unknown faces womu shase any womu ye adwuma no me kan article yi potoka semo anete for mabetwem kakra. In a social media post, Jeffrey criticized some filmmakers for abandoning dependable and dedicated talents in favor of more popular faces when financing is no longer an issue. According to him, this practice is not only disheartening but also damaging to the growth and authenticity of the industry. It's really disheartening how some Ghanaian filmmakers operate when funds are low. They call on the familiar faces, dependable faces, people who push their projects, promote them tirelessly and show up with full commitment, he wrote. But the moment they secure the budgets they've been chasing, they suddenly upgrade and go for the actors they've always dreamed of working with, completely sidelining those who held them down when no one else would. He added, Jeffrey, who has earned praise for his roles in both drama and comedy, argued that the visibility and success of many productions often hinge on the effort of less celebrated actors who promote their work relentlessly. It's often the so-called lesser-known actors who go all out, constantly posting, engaging fans, and doing everything they can to help the film succeed. Visibility doesn't come from status alone. It comes from efforts. We ena Jeffrey Norte ediaba betuja wachema na sinichafo no bino producers ni bino womo ba betwe siri na se wo musika no enoso anaso wo budget no emu nyedua ene na young talents anase buzzing talents na afei na efefe no wo mutumi use wo mo pa di twesini no na nyankopon to wo nsem na afei sika ni bi beto wo nsem no munye sika ni bia no mo refi sa actors na womo emra no womo po bi di womo twesini a womo buy womo call all out womo support womo no mo refi na ya na mpempi no enye edin kase ni edin enima wo manfo ni nim bebre na netumi ye adwuma no na womo a womo put in adwuma no womo put in effort a promote movie no engage fans any movie no chese womo promote ne sene ye womo ankasa womo project emma sinitwafo no enu bika and a masini no ekwa animu but na empempi no womo asebe womo animu no enye too known saa no na womo de omho ase omode omho ahye sini twa adwuma animu na womo boa pushi sini twa no na ama enya saa visibility no na sene ebe yedusi ebe premier amanfo be pia ba be hwe no empempi no na edu se womo secure budget kesi a womo be movie na afei de womo akofa quote unquote A-list actors na womo peso womo ni womo ye adwuma wo mra na sa atama womo ni sa budget na sa A-list actors no frɛ na obache say me quote ni ewuntumi a mintumi nye we na Jeffrey Norte ede ababetudwa yegusupu so ahoma no se yensa beka no nanka ye de na twetwe nkomo kakra no acheche mu ye ba yensa nka no but so keto haide me say me de ne be hye san nkomo yase wono ne field pa eni so keto asema yenua be making eto saying diri kan
metena see 100% na I'm a living testimony to nya all kan nyina ya me shares ni twase no omo ameni omo start ye first eye me namfo ana minimum mo area na mete Koliwako ene Gamashi Buko area ho omna meni om start here. There was no known face. None of them by then crampo acted that. And as we Gina even camera anymore because there was nothing like that even at that time, no. Way back in 1987. Yeah, there was nothing like say what I did by then no na mena mako making kind books and I say when you talk of training beer, it's because of what I have read. I had to even explain to them when we say action, what it means, whilst I was also on the job learning. Inti many omo build it a boom. And your first film. Be successful. The passion, like he say, was there. Everybody, we were all excited. I don't remember even negotiating salary fee because obia ni agye say oba be ye bibi omo nyina omo de boy na yeah. Now, moving forward, the next production, I had some quote unquote professional actors be by, and they came to pitch themselves, and you can see that they were better than Omo started, Good. What did I do? Me mixe Omo. Me the professionals ni be ebe mixe. Then the second one, that was Baboni, the phobia girl. Then I met Mr. Hackman, Hacky Films. Now me koye Ghost Years. And I me cast the Omo many almost started and still trying to be loyal to them. But something happened during the production. There was a suggestion say, oh, why don't we use professional actors instead of Omo? Many almost started here will be any more no. Because now it's a joint production between me and Mr. Hackman, which is Hacky Films. And the suggestion was put to him. And he was the financier. So what did I say? Ebeya yanko. Mejitumu. Lo and behold, we went to the art center. We met Kwesi Kumsin, Doris Sakite, Jifa Gomashi, and Edina Matachi. No more yet blinkers, rehearsals. Yoko and Yoko Faomo. Then we did Ghost Years. But you know something funny happened. Almost one mobile, Almost one nimme. Who am I? The stars now, me. Almost say.
Who can engage you, Omo?
In the bay, I am a professional director. Near your fan rame director, Omo. Na yenyi minsinche because Omo name me. And Mr. Hackman say, Juma na yo no ne dia ono na ye de jumenti either you agree or we find different people. And me say, oh no, so Omo ni mobia. Omo mfa ne mra. And fortunately, we got Jima Window. Nanajua win if yes.
Yeah, mama no greetings from abroad.
That is Ifua Nocturna ne papa.
Oh, okay. Ne papa mo ne mami. Oh, okay.
Yeah, ne papa. Yeah, Jim. And by then, a student at NAFTI. So we didn't buy, and we worked together. So beautiful. I learned a lot from him on the set, and since then we have become good friends. Good. At the end, I'm making. Michiremo says sometimes when you pick the new people, na unya professionals nenso edi blend ya. Actors ne krampo new ones ne krampo what set ne so no omutimi sua bibi kakra. But the nya o kire ne say yeyi omu nyina si nchen no eno ewo ho. But ya. What am I saying?
Is it the case to say these lesser known faces na producers ne perform a womu ntuo mo ka na so womu ntuo mo ka yi
bebre ne ntuo mo ka bebre enya Ghana pe bebre ye ntuo mo ka because when wo pe opportunity into you come and you beg and then ya oba be fa no so nimo qualities no obenya any commercial friends arrangement bia. That is usually depending also on the role that you played.
But are these people not working?
They are working.
Interne na ye form into yomuka.
Yeah, me say one, you are coming not as a professional. You are new. Take note. Me say depending on the role that you play. Yeah, ubetimi afa new person be a unnim no krampo. I did not play lead role. Such a person, you will sit and negotiate with the person. What am I saying? But be I say what capacity be for how we no many a times no. Yeah, and it is not happen. Even in Hollywood, it happens. There are a lot of people who get more from say cheats who say ABR. And Yaman Kitin Kitibia, the Bema was way of remuneration, but not professional fee. See what baby Jeffrey Naughty. I would not say we be what saying the game series. I'm right UTV, be a UTV. The game. Jeffrey Naughty was the one of the people that we auditioned and we pick him for a role. By then, no, and I make her say, I stand to be corrected. Says no, I be da. But me baby a whole nam di Jeffrey Naughty. We became friends. I casted him, and he did so well, so well in the game. Fine. Moving on, baby, I will be drew or started from baby, and Odia be drew baby. It is normal for artists to start from somewhere, and it is also not say ye cheat you when you are not known, and then you get into the industry, you work for free. Now, when you are known, then you become marketable. Then you can charge your professional fee.
But I say me mummy can you so great. I think say for I don't know. But Ayana and Pimpino, these young talents na ya mobano. Yes, we get it. They are now starting. Ome remo we afi no moba besuani adade. Basa aketuana yen fam mo yen tuom kan me pacho. So assuming there's a young talent who is just getting into the movie industry. This is how he or she wants to make ends meet. Afi na wo share juma say. So such a person will leave their homes or befa car or bebe juma Obabe Juma, whatever is required of him, Obabe. But Obabe Rebecca, so I feel now Bantino. It's like we are doing you a favor. So you don't get anything for the money, despite whatever you spent to get to the set and all of that. You don't get paid for it. Is it fair? Is it really fair?
Okay. Now I can be back when I say to
okay.
To land here. Years later. Maybe established, you know. I set up the Movie Africa Artists Club. Obia o number bia no timi bo who interested. You come and we train you. Omona na me a lot of the films from Baby Blanche, Mariado, Bentus, all those Sakawa Boys films, all those films na me train. They were members of my artist club. I was paying them. What you say? I remember say in those days, no pay now can in those days, the highest pay there would 2 million. In those days,
that's a net 200 cities.
Sir,
yeah.
Near be. Oh, yeah.
So that's 200 cities, and now 2,000, and net 2,000. Oh, okay.
Near the old million. No, not the highest. I am more cry 2 million. When you did a film like Sakawa Boys, we gave them 15 million. I gave them 15 million. What am I saying? Because it was a hit. There were films I need to Chewa, near man.
Were you part of Chewa production?
Chewa near man, sister cities.
Chewa, the main character.
Yeah.
60 cities.
Yes.
That time.
And
yes, saying 6,000 yana.
Oh.
Kwasi boy and kaka. That time no 60 cities. That's and 50 and 10 cities ana. And 6,000. And 6,000. Really?
60 cities at that time.
Current 60 cities.
Old. Hey. 600.
That's a net 600 cities. 6 million. And that's okay. And that's 600 cities.
No million. Yeah, man, at that time, no million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until that time, there's 600,000.
Yeah, 6 BB.
80 and then 600 cities.
Yes, hit, Then BA called all of them, and we gave them about 200 times what they were given.
Okay.
ultimately. So it differs from producer to producer, how every producer treats them. Let me say something in public today. Some time ago, Abdul Salam Mumuni, Ebe can say, or no, the artist back fee, etua me artist me production fee. He said that, and my friend say, hey, as I'm now working, or so so for your interview. Meanwhile, Abdul Salam Muntia all the stars, and they've been saying it in public.
All the stars said to say Jackie Apia money, calcium scenario money win.
Oh, job Gafredo, Mbisano. They were stars. Nancy Akra, Kofi Ajololo, you could share baby, Kofi Ajololo born a million, say, oh, you know, you are Hunchia Mekada. So it's not as if the stars need to Omoka, depending on the relationship also with the producer. Depending on the relationship with the producer, and also a factor.
Wow.
Many Saka Brown Juma many times on charge me that. On charge me. But what we do behind the scenes. The first time I met Susie Williams, a year Juma Bisa and said, oh, Charlie, I know Beji. Me bufuya, me kai, down kwa circle. I didn't tell me Bisa and say, no Beji me. Like, menine dia no dana. Because she knows the relationship I have. It is sometimes relationship also a factor.
So great, Boame Kaka, Obekai say Nancy and Tim Komo be buy. Na yes set minimum wage for a year. I don't know if you remember that conversation.
Even for actors, we any actors go do the little do mensa. Omokofa equity UK buy. Yes, I had negotiations no. Yeah, Mekaipa.
Do you think it will work?
It's good.
Is it going to work? Now, Yasha Sepo. I mean, that conversation started some time ago.
At that time, no need a regulator. It was just association to association. Need a regulator, our system no. And now you need a regulator. It is one of the things I think are regulators no. A near regulators no by law no. I think our moye. But yes, I didn't need a new regulator. You know, Obia sorry, a association to association.
All right. My uncle Humansoni and Jeffrey Naughty entering common and Samra Meto and cover. Jeffrey, what's in Kayama about the entertainment review? So,
thank you, Patron Mitunka.
Bibi Aboko. Nyamia Dumo, and also congratulations on a year, your 3 Faces of Jeffrey Naughty concert.
Thank you.
It was a big hit. I really enjoyed it.
Wow, thank you.
Big congratulations to you. Now, Campesa, me know to train command son but I think said that day, Rider called, and then I think said you were engaged, and he went to me and back for interview. No, yeah. Anyway, my anchor into this story, Odi Ababe to her, which will say, yeah, now most of the movie producers, no. One be sini trasena say one need a year the capital and I say budget to start with that. They go for these lesser known phase. Now one the chesini na it do baby na fe one be that budget na one be to me work actors ne can on my year jumana na fe kofa the popular faces quote unquote now one the my then echa sasinino. And the headline of this story says bigger faces don't always bring bigger money. Jeffrey Naughty slams selective casting in Ghana's industry. Mr. Uche Mukaka.
All right, thank you so much for the opportunity. And Patroneka Bofo Kakra, right?
Patroyo.
I hope you don't mind. Okay, so in the first place, no, I understand, sir, a lot of young directors and producers they have favorites, they have people they want to direct, they have people they want to put in their films and all that. It's been their dream. I understand, sir, when they get the necessary budget, they run to them. I don't have a problem with that. It could be, said, you want your film to reach a bigger audience because of platform, be audio cost, no, or he has some phase, or in terms of performance, no, you are going for a bigger phase. But it's an industry. We are growing. There are people that were there for you when you didn't have that big budget. You can't just sideline them like that. You have to grow with them. You understand? I understand that there are filmmakers and there are businessmen. With the filmmakers, they see to it that the industry grows. You know, because currently, how many faces do we have? And we can boldly say, this is the new face of GH movie industry in terms of both Ima, Eni, Imema. You know, do we still have to go for bigger faces to fill the cinema? Which even now, you won't get it better like that. Whether you go for the biggest face in the film industry, you will still have to do some massive extreme. You have to go all out to do some crazy promo before you show the cinema or before you even get half of the people in the cinema. So, once again, I don't have an issue with it, but you don't just leave. Oh, the new guys and the new faces, you know, like myself and my colleagues, you know, we go all out for some of these producers, you know, because yes, we are percent for who you film.
Mm-hmm.
We have limited platforms into film Kakrabia. We are going all out with our socials, going for interviews and all that. Some of the big faces don't really do that for you.
Now, Jeffrey, Mami Musao, sa going all out, you know, in terms of promoting the movie, send a movie, nebenya sa visibility, no.
The line was okay.
Me pa shote minka.
Yes.
Now me say no, sa going all out, and I say senior more actors na mo sinini mo no, mo promote sinini maninya sa visibility, edi ton sinino, edi fra man for so wo mra no wo mehwe no. Mr. Mwa eya na mo call for sa movie contract na eno no enka mo duties ho as being a cast of the movie na enka ho. Is it mo ankasa mo willpower na mo nim say oh makwa kwetwe sinimi wo mu mti me pese me promote sinini na omanfo behwe.
Okay.
Mr. Achi no betumi dia fra brofo ne kaka na wo dia fra ma me. Why?
I'll show you. And your producer bia na edibeka contract no. And your producer, some of the producers no mo dey count. Whoa, say me no, me a content creator, and I'm also an actor. Me contract, no, I have to see say, if you per se me creative content to produce film na ye ba premiere no. Into no the meaning say me acting no aside the film no, me creating other content to promote the film. But most producers in this country, I don't know what happens in our sister or brother countries. Most producers in this country, no, they don't include that in the contract, but nevertheless, obi the bottom sticker at their feature. Until the person must get. Also, it's not just about the producer getting his money back. We also want people to come and see us, because what is a film? Why a film may not obi and share? I think it doesn't make sense. Well, see, some of the things, you know, we think about being human first, and we are also thinking about us. You're enjoying contracts and all those things. Well, we are not actually guarded by that contract and say go all out for the producer. No. But you see, some people say I saw a post on Facebook, Obika say actors no, they charge too much. And I said to see currently, no, a movie I did somewhere 9 years, 10 years ago. It's in one francophone country, ya dabbing my voice, American French. And the producer, no, he's still making money from the film. It's films and no, they don't die. But you, the actor, no, you can suffer. You know what I say? When it comes to actors are almost charging too much there. And this account is debatable. The talent deserves it. If you are only the Kasane, you go, but that one day I can't really talk much about it.
Okay. Na Mami Musa say wo sinitwam yi. Mami Musa say ya na to da bia mo contractor money producers no assign no. Is it just a one time pay off thing? And I said because you just gave an example of movie bia we twade da producer no ebia was had this content in another country. I dabe language no to suit the audience in that country no. I still watching husika. Enti no sa no wona wetwe sini na yetu aka one time a we na wo kon asa. You don't have any entitlement to whatever money producer no esa make it elsewhere.
But I do know it doesn't apply to every production. If some actors own shares, we are maker in terms of filmmaking in general. Well, some people will pay you off. Some people know you own shares. That is probably if to mean actor now. Over to my money be either 10% now. Or the catcher will say, okay, I'll own this percentage in the film. In terms of premiere, and I film the I own this percentage. But mostly, where I come from, my motherland, Ghana, is a one-time thing. That's all.
All right. And to say, so advocacy way are we? What exactly do you seek to achieve?
Okay.
Oh, per se, bedu baby, no. Chemwe.
Oh, and should I call it an advocacy? I just aired my grievances, but you see, me, okay. And I have conversations with my colleagues, Kasapa, and no Biana, also to speak on social media and all that. But as an actor or as a content creator, I have grown in this industry. I feel like more platformer. I have to use my platform to talk about certain things. Most of the things I talk about concerning the film industry, I'm not even the one suffering it. But then I come out there and I talk about it. Because there are people also coming in. Then they are also picking one or two from it. I'm a young producer. I try my first YouTube film. I've not yet premiered it on YouTube. I'm trying to make sure I don't repeat all these mistakes. Because I also put people on.
Right.
I also put young talents on. Whoa. And say, oh yes, I'm mistaken in the crown. Oh, you go down because people can easily name and shame you with social media, no. And so you have to be careful. So it's not really an advocacy, but I just put the complaint out there, and I saw a lot of actors, a lot of them sharing it, and a lot of them also was here. If I was pained, they can say, hey, it's a money now. You are going through this, and everybody is afraid they'll be sidelined, it'll be this, it'll be this, it'll be this. I don't really get it. But the moment you are afraid you'll be sidelined, at that material moment, you are sidelining yourself already.
All right. Jeffrey, that's a CFR OG. So now Mamimbu Sasa with 3 Faces of Jeffrey Norte, is it going to be an annual a year event? I will be, and I said this was just one of.
Oh, my patrol annual event. The first one was at the Snap Cinemas, and this year we made a call National Theatre.
All right.
Hopefully next year, yes, we'll do it again.
Okay, Jeffrey Medasi.
Thank you so much.
All right. Jeffrey Norte, a content creator, was Sanso, a actor, no, and I mean, no, etching, como, a Wahumanaswa, a year, Ninsema, Wadi 2, Jano, Wabetre, Mu Kakra. So great, Mammy Mount, Chewuna, and I walk as what's ye in Chemwa, Jeffrey Norte, Eddie Abanti. Twasso.
Was seeing some Brianna Mekano. Now I was using my personal experience and engagement with the artists or no Abe Broden no. Yeah. Say if there is any education in here, it is for the people to know and new actors na bano. Look, it is not just in Ghana. It is not just in Ghana, baby. New artists and now say new entrants into any industry. I say an entry contribution be then no I steady. You be true kakra. Wow, balance on the wild, especially unya good representation. Tactically, and also to me wow.
All right.
No about promotion. No promotion. He has a point there. But it all boils down to the contracts. New entrants, omu promote we no de no kre. Omu boa with promotion papa. My boy say American say me almost 30 years. At a point in time, me almost a co-float. In those days, I don't see this no. Omu na omu co-float. Guy your hand saying DJ young man, young boy. Or co-flow to sa. Obeba no more see this normal because a young would say or more boamia ton filmer or womb. Inti no so ho advantage no.
All right, yeah.
Well, I believe sir unfortunate situation at IC, but at this way because Yamfan say only be trusting from the beginning na Yamfan say success bar usually no say actor no on one say improving no and in terms of we're moving away from just being up and coming to being like obia ni acting konkanya ebe den say obe cast that same person for another movie role because they need to improve. Because director ni ko nenim no now also a actor and actress no also bo homodin also ko wenim a o develop ho because say o stick it to me na a movie into be obe cast me a and the industry na ko nenim da because they be a o ko wenim no na expectation is so increase expectation increase no here certain faces or movies man a bit me aboa amany different audience because we started with you say an example ben say Kofi Asamoah Calibers ne Ahonfe Patri almost started as a group nanka Calibers ne Ahonfe Patri so almost talks are increase and ke do some stage bi nanka Kofi Asamoah on use one because means sell quantity of man say CDs now movie place or panel on means sell because you are also your industry most so you shading and some ya shading and I know idea that ho say me shading pa usually first I share actor be na woman minim no say actor be nim minim na yet dem pa say me because member say me share bi anya me fe inti ye share din ye de hwe movie inti edu
because on person be hwe bibia enya ofa and the actors are unnim enim sini ma enya na enya fa
no credit da ho maybe movie now o maye no efo but because me nya comfortable with omo no empusu me se me nkohwe maybe movie wo ho enya fe but me te Lewin din a enu ntima akohwe me kohwe anka we dey tan na maka because Lewin din ntima akohwe.
Not times where we watch movies, we don't know the actors.
reality.
Well, me compare my experience to some of Hollywood movies. Sometimes, recently there is a new seasonal movie about almost say a friend of the Jackals. I don't know any cast member or no be a name no so popular. It's a British series, very beautiful. But I just me nam TikTok and I'm share as and crofo and my commentary about it. This is a new movie. I'm movie be nkweni ma me nkoshe, but I didn't know the faces. But so they make not say. Yes, advertisement. Me say promotion be the ma me nkoshe, but not necessarily the faces.
But na on a normal day na we need try Jackal so anka wonhwe because so nim dey about the intrigue we and crofo ka say efe.
Yeah, so me person me say in this case, you know, ebia Secretary movie or the new faces na movie, no. Maybe he's engaged the right social media influencers and what have you to promote the movie. And it is one more promoting movie na me kohun commentary be a social media influencer be a na nunti me person me kohwe movie na. It's not necessarily because of the faces in the movie that are known. That's why I'm going to watch. I don't know if you get my point.
But to point now sure. But also because of the faces of the people who are more say kohwe movie no. Indirectly because memo who am I think that Nigeria movie Odogu I think the same thing uncle for say movie way now one day me say them mention koshe na me fe but on a normal day na nka mete ho a na nka some movie ne ba me ni mo bia wo menhwe kra nti bibi na eti bibi so
ene ebi nso ho a eno hu faces bia wo hu Genevieve ana wo hu na dia boari bia you want to watch that is what we call the star attraction.
Atiase.
And you tuya for
Atiase.
You tuya like the star because of a star you have to negotiate with the person.
Okay.
You pay. But obi any more to say be a boy be no abana me bray your tea and say Kwesiennes.
Because me mashele we movie be one na wo artwork no so ba me hwe movie no.
No nim.
No enyo na main actor. In fact obe mu be two pe.
Me try film do Kumasi so and so that's the title at that time no Kumasi stars in na wo Nile win ye nimo no me kai pa see Lil win eba eho man you no because na me ni mo no.
Okay. I see. Kwasi, for microphone in Ebremwe.
Yai. I say ya dada e ho kakra. Ya yenka no kre. Sene de ye mu bia ye person de ye de nipa na ma ye de nipa bi na resene. Ya se wotu pa enne kura no so asnega wabo na kokora wote na kura si. Uye hu se sene bi kura na hu se anoso asnega wo mu a. You know say we kwa de ebekoyie. You will want to go and watch. Papa bi ya o sheche ma tuntumi wa boju se bi
Denzel Washington.
Denzel chese uya hu ses ni bi koso me say
he's one of my favorite
actors. You go do fia najo 12 midnight na me de be so TV na me hu se o sini bi no me hu se Denzel Washington atwam ba ko papa me na ni na bete akọ. I'll be tempted to stay and watch. It's something that we've grown to be part of it. Enti yenyen to say using known faces a bois for the marketing of movies. Yenyen to they are tossed to be. And they call it a phone says so muye bibi as warrior. Now say no mo dey go YouTube no omo to me here no my flyer no mo the known faces no popular you know no mo the my flyers no oba click sene na akwa he na say nipa no kra no they are omo ni movie nim. And I think this deception deception cry na sa de no ekoso. So I think that Ghana ha we say movies are a loss a bind this in twam. Minim say be a Ghana yenkwa ye de I don't know, but Socrates na tebe maybe say a loss wa ya ye de yemra we wiase no e beduru Ghana ha looks like ye yenkwa ye de separate. Because Socrates says how do watch in chim or say ye you soon crofo na relationship into amoka obi wo ho a ye man sister Ghana cedis obi wo ho a na ye man say obi wo ho a na because of ye man sister Ghana cedis because of relationship there be sadia etie na ye wiase no
ye nimu no need that value no
ye nimu no tio na wo say ye nimu no o need that value no anu ntina ye man sister Ghana cedis okay ya meso me question say yaw so obi ne sa value no wo ye experienced movie producer wakobo bosia e wo bank be say 200,000 and over so de kwakotwa sene yaw and I was saying na wakokotwa no you want value for money o person wo twa sene ni wi a wo ton sene na wunya profit na ukotwa alone. And then you have the mandate to go and bring obia onim no to come and use them for the production and pay the person sister Ghana cedis. Who will take that level of risk? Who nim say nipa we ye nim no but the near sene a bia so until I'm paying this person that. But if you know that I didn't say so for obi kro ye nim no na didn't be sene na we how do you even say per chance sene na nkoye fe e magana mfa nkohwe a who will bear that maximum risk? That's the first question. The second question yaw I feel the man who dey ntia ube who say movie I will be an actor any actress is born say why pani na fe no na homejim na or struggle to feed or beg to survive. Because how many movies would the person do before ansana you be trying to cut 1,000 Ghana cedis, starting with an average AU of 60 Ghana cedis? If we are to use that as a threshold, how many senene sa nipa no betwa ansana wa basoro ama yet me 1,005? It means that the people nkrofo na ye ni tu am kwa so mo ye popular na ye ni tu so mo ye omo screen so no screen so na ye hu am say bia they are even popular but pocket bia they are not making anything.
Papa asem na ye kan me kan ye no men fa asem no na ne dan ne statement there be statement no yeah no it's not that's not it because we are talking about new artists. The fact that we gave me can see man we insist no me say when the film made a hit ye nye iska no kakto aso
we see sene ya hit no
yes
ye fra mo over 200%
yes
more than what they
yes
but sene na ya hit
and after then no He was not giving sister again.
Okay.
She became so popular
Wafa.
that now she was commanding bigger monies.
Now she was determining the
yes,
budget.
she was determining how much she would take.
So in this case, now so in this case, no. Na so kwetu trust emra na mu ba be trust asini ebi ana sa budget sika ne eni ho. Ba mu trust ni wie na face ni beji boom a o manfo pu beto ye no. Mu sa from back na mu compensate your was due.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's it.
Since then after na chewa be ye popular no. Friend na won ni negotiate.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's it for century mono.
All right.
Let's flip the coin. Says no sa anya popular anka chewa mbetu an kasan.
Nkasi ye nyina ya boka. Unim sini ya boka. Producer Jessica no bia ni wo mu but unim how many films are ubetwa ubeboka ansa no wanya baako a ebe hit. Wo ya nwum ahi no release a wo de boka ansa no wanya one hit. You should not be talking like this.
Socket.
You should not be talking. You know the risk.
Socket. Ebinum so to me advantage. They do one hit they are going.
Yes, but chacha.
Kojo sugar. Nyo boy mahwa oboy baako nye no onya na hit no.
Sanga ewa America. Eka kire me say if I will use certain artists in my films or what sika obetuya for it. What you must say? Me say no. I'll prefer using Menkwara na. I was speaking to him on phone, on speaker, for the Nkwarani to hear. Say, look, I'm doing all this sacrifice for you. I can get bigger monies if Mekofa popular artists be, but I'll prefer working with you because to grow you together.
So the
risk be.
The ama my worried.
Kwasi.
The ama my worried was some women say. I see say a lot of.
You should not be talking.
I see say a lot of producers are taking advantage of we are new, and I'm giving you opportunity in a new movie. When you're popular, and abusing a lot of young chaps inside movies without paying them the necessary.
So let me ask the question this way.
If somebody is new,
musician
why are you trying to use me?
Because you should not be talking like this. This program is to educate.
You should use
let's educate the public.
I don't know who use yourself. Because you are a producer.
As example.
Talk it me pacho mami musadi. Senya yesuadi. Is it the case? Is it possible says he say no? Some of these young chaps na ye form no. Why is it that it's not negotiated into the contract? Say yes, yefa we fofo. Afi na wo fefe. Ebia sika say ye ntumi fama. Na emom ye twa sinini wie na se sinino etumi ebe ye hater. You were entitled to 200% and answer say and I make us no so I'm saying that is it possible say yes
say anya hating so obeboa me atua producer ne ka oboy
paso no de wa ye na adwuma na producer no ni ska wo kotwa sini ayede
entira wo yanim wo no ye boss aka no e wo ho
ka be na obo no because you are not paying her
nya make us see about krampo it's an entrance your friend is saying Kwesi, don't talk like that. Educating public.
But one person you are not also ready to help me. I don't know
in what way?
It looks as if say people are using that quote of Obi new.
Yes.
And I see over TV swa. Many Obi Kasa what Obi so Mr. Nelson and I will tell you also. Me try 10 movies. Na me say you have money also ye ntua me kaya sem ye new.
Because ye new no ye new e tina han say. Da bia dey time we flu. Wonu me say
KMJ. Ye fan NY.
Dabi KMJ nda bia e ba miti. O ha ma dwen do KMJ ha ba dwen. Wo NY atuna say aka kire o say or the faces.
NFS. Me so ma ka kire o.
Wo so aka bi.
Good.
So wo a won the face no ye ton wa e ye din. What you must say the risk of say senior fe bia no obia nhwe no e wo ho nti producer na obeye sa no and I sit here as a testimony say my bear that risk ne passing almost any producer in Ghana.
Okay, so
because I was not relying on stars.
So mami bisa way is movie casting, is it based on talent of a person, creativity of a person, or is based on known face?
It is talent first. Talent first. What you say? There is this girl I'm used to no feel like you see. Obeja na down for audition. Me audition na down for no jinechiri how or phone so.
Okay.
Kasa. and I look at the way all kasano
on video.
Debbie. Or then Adam for the buy.
I will see you look now. You look at the way on Adam.
Yeah, no, do chira or kasa or phone so.
But one who
Then my friend no say Omra. My friend say Omra. My friend say Omra and Bisani say.
So creating passion, you never run it up, man.
Yeah, my friend say Omra. And me Bisani so person act and I say oh no. I say oh, they say no, you can act. I say really, yeah. And I gave that girl a script. Say on Conco kind script number. You didn't buy any crampo menu. So last Michiana Lisa, a man refer me say, oh, me madam for buy no farm, madam for no job. Feel I see.
Okay.
And you know, talent is key first.
So if it's talent, why don't we negotiate fee with talent?
But popularity also counts. If I use a Councillor Lutrot in my film, I am likely to get more attraction than to use JB. ABOB anymore. But when I say Councillor Lutrot, it happens. Donald Trump, you soon in a cameo, and his name was on the. Your friend is saying beginning credit. It works, and that is how showbiz works. Star power. Your friend is star power. It's part of marketing of a movie, and I say anything entertainment, including music. Kofi Sapon, Kofi ACP. Say, you can see ACP, Basho Isua, a man for a bit, other than an ordinary Joe.
All right, JB, Brim.
Yeah. Ghana for we are too entitled. Shadi, we bet me about a movie set. Abe power show. Esa o show. Financial movie. Now the national movie. Later on, maybe I'll be a bigger producer. Now oti baby ekase. Or no and started yet. He did you a favor. O started with first movie cry no. O play a role. Meanwhile, any panel. Estre no besreo. Oye new actor. Now one actor. E dia ben for portfolio na dia ban tem me gina so e de wa hye movie nim. What audition all right. O audition yen what say o talent, right? But we are doing show business. Me de wo hye ma e better than why attract more money. You cannot because nobody knows you. So right now I am giving you a platform for you to sell yourself. That's a form of payment. Payment is not always money. Some people even pay to be chosen as a lead character. Management, just to be chosen as the lead character. There was a time, Beyonce, according to Kanye West, says Grammys or man, one of the categories that she was nominated in, she will not be performing. So what I say, so barter trade, say any sikan kwan yede any position. So if you are a new actor coming into the game, that's a one juma obebi and say you can perform. And I said when people watch you or see your picture, they will tune in to watch her. I don't think say you deserve because you haven't done anything to deserve that money, unless say the producer has extra money to say US. Extras, we give them coins because you are passing through, then they give you money. But say, Nasa is your first timer. I believe, say, there's more that you get. So, what me perform me, will move in man. Payment, I will be later on. It's even better than say 200 cities or 1,000 cities. I made them on. So, what I say now, the person who busa Jeffrey say, just imagine, say, let's flip the role. Now you have become a bigger actor and a producer beer who try a movie man or director and that's Gina class 1 right now you take about 300,000 for a movie sa producer and person offer Jeffrey and then a movie or no low budget movie no or person I want to ask say Jeffrey Becker say because he say back in the day no feature me in a movie no I will put my stardom any baby ama break could do no na makucha sa low budget movie no onye share ya be before there be and we have our hands out there be and yes sad Okwa Abrochira, I have never heard any white man complain, say, me say Emma director bi, Anna Odru baby, one boame. But in the black community, no, it happens. They are always calling on Tyler, and I said other people, renowned people. I said, you fix this person, we should fix that person. Why? If you are not hearing, that means it's not happening. So I said, before but we are always asking for favors we have not worked for. So what I say? ATM person me change and say, show business is what have you done for me lately?
Not before.
Oh, right now, what have you done to prove say me fa won she bibim? E den what prove? A cutthroat industry. It is not based on favors. Socrates, as one idea, he will put building up talent before business. I understand that's his principle. That's what he believes in. Obi also when him say oba be business, they will put business first. Now opportunity ne ba na ebi odobi be shema or the nation.
Pacho mamembo akakra. Okay. Do you know why me succeeding in doing that? Because there is a star power. I know.
Okay.
I'm not using stars.
Okay.
So I create that attraction through certain mechanisms.
Okay.
Meaning say artists now me using they are not that.
Okay.
They don't have the star power.
Okay.
One, I am the star. See, I can see a Kwanzaa film. Obi abekwa kohwe because Kwanzaa is the star.
Yeah.
What am I saying? So I know all these techniques. So I create that star attraction first before I even make the film without stars.
Okay. Matthias here.
All right.
They be chat to you. Every fight obi or industry be fight to be for or advocate for. I'm hoping say when they are in their prime, if they are willing to jeopardize their career, most of the time is someone who did not make it or hasn't reached yet, or someone who has had his time and he's no longer relevant. Then they start complaining about something. When things are going well for them, they play the game in the industry. They don't complain about things. But when things don't work out, or when their time has passed, that's when they complain about things. I wish, see, I don't, what's his name? This UK Ghanaian based our dreadlocks say Fuse. When Fuse blew up, meaning say who followed Nancy. He's preaching about Africa standing up and he's advocating. I wish he said when he was in his prime, but when you were taking the money, I know that you didn't talk about important issues. But time in HMA, then you feel like now you want to touch on something. So and I don't blame him. He's doing show business. Because you have to understand, say, when you are in your prime and you touch on certain issues, a bit me go against you. It takes those who are willing to stand for something.
All right.
Matthias here.
That's it. Councillor, Bramuka Krai na yen sorry yen fan komo we nsi.
Yeah. Agura yedi. One sorry edaba akope na gusia basi gisi oni ho aya ntrem mame. Esa udwi mi ni so de yat na wa aguro no begu ana aguro no be den. Enti enye ya nim kasa keke. Ba ya aye bi da. Ba hwan ne ma ya ho kwan ma ne ye bi. De bia yan dwene sa se. O kan sen bi se enye de bia na ye physical cash o. Nyame bi wo ha we a it could be quantified into value for money. There's a barter trading. There's an exchange for airtime. Yamu bebre. Yetena radio so yetena TV so ye program man krofo a yanje won hwe sebio enye gimi bi ne agimi o. Ba ye said da chi bi ye chiki kaya e between the almost station ayeden editing ye chi. So we invest our time waiting for an exchange for airtime. Something them gonna say. It is a we are artists, and not actress, and not actor. Now we tell baby we are dear. Obi to me yes I me padi am gasa for Alex won. Or to me pick up a raw person that nobody thinks the person can do what they are doing, and all of a sudden you see the person is blowing. Oh blow yeah. Now when you value okrum. What does here? And two people say and to ba dankuku was your bar maybe ofi ba ya nso ba Peace FM na it you 15 cedis a month those days oba no fi happy FM or none of kind. I'm just repeating obedu ha no na father bisa no say I know be see etua no eno no achiro say be see etua no
I no chiro
wan kan no anjira ye oso no achiro ye echire nko bisa say na papa is no be mama yankana kan man chiro sense na ma chiro yi but even that time no buy no see the entire ye gin so mbra be ya de no or buy na space ni ho but he started doing something and all of a sudden nipa no ho no koye. So I'm saying that when people give you opportunity, yeah, make the best out of it. Money is good, oh, but be the brand that when they're having a discussion and you're not there, everybody can say, we didn't have to hanga, we didn't cancel it to hanga. And young was so, but 26 years still can't from 2000. First name here GBC radio, SW. Say no be a name. 3 p.m. we are mo GBC radio 2. Na the yeah, obi ani de ekoso. But right now, if you are having a show, e will grow mu. A relationship show. Pa ye kan nyansa kira man for mama suban asesa. Na upesa ukasa nyansa man yeti sa ampa se nyansa na ekoso. Na wan frame ya. Na se obu sen krofo sika. Na se enkrofo sponsor wo nyina wo waste o musika. Adentia. I say I've been able to carve myself in a way say I've done too much free radio, free TV. Questioners still. Someone you know when you questioners. Yeah, you questioners or TV.
Yeah.
Mama na trend this is say. What one? E bana wadiasma oni mo hwe. But Ghana man, ni ti ye say. Ye surprise host. Ni ene ko tena face so interview me. Yeah.
Okay.
For man credit. It say me na maba no. Na me sharp here. TV3 o multimedia o Happy FM o omo nyina o ko mo na oba. Thank you so much, counselor. We like the things you are saying. Yeah, ma hwe me ameka me amata de ena me de ko what I say. I have made it. Say sia o hwehwe me a me ma wo bo eso obi ntumi ntia me ba de ba ko obi akai pa wo krom ha ex-president oman ex-president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo o kai ade wa mekai baby o TB ontie 0277 609 644.
All right, Councillor. Briefly, means a correction. We I gotta say, JB na o say Fuse ODG. Recently, I said, did you mean to say Fedi of starting advocacy? And
yes, Fedi of he's not in his prime.
Okay, so just some corrections. And maybe a chemu Mubakaya June 2015. Fuse ODG publicly spoke out effectively about fighting against BET. Boycotting awards, and he was advocating for change. He said award and the more backstage. So I'm just putting in this to show you that Fuse ODG has been doing advocacy since. And yes, recently, only in the prime muna or sir advocacy. 22 minutes after 2. It's here for come away dear. The chest say yenya bema Reggie zipi. Me say san komo we story ne shas yen yedin komo we ya but baby akwakodu no ananu yenya nti say the 16th of July na ye Reggie zipi birthday yanteninka ne namfo bebre na epuso ahoma frɛ no anko mo pese mo ne kasaba yenya nti say ya chenatum wɔtwere aban kukumu sise yankwa ahoma no so na yene Clement, CEO of Gossip 24 TV, yene nchiche enkomo na won mayen details kakra ewo dia eba ya yenua be ma Reggie zipi yache no atumui na afei no yemra na yemmecheche nkomo. Clement, what mean kan ma kwa about entertainment review so?
Mamsi meto kawadaruma meje also.
Okay. Yeah, that's so say emrebia no ye frɛ won ye ba ho a eja otumi boa yen ede eye ensema ekoso no utumi ede emu nkyere mu brɛ yenya be ma Reggie zipi yenya ntie say yache no a wɔtwere aban kukum ɛwɔ eye UK memu boy mu kaka ba ne sen
mamsi di kai meda wase so ni akwanya modi amame na afesu me chia wetie fo ne
our pound for more studio, especially councillors, and I know they miss him, but make a share. You know, Mr. So what's a man can now? I say I can't know why, Mr. And community, Reggie ZP Sambi on trim, so some more cast Reggie ZP tree, that's why tree more, and no be wrong kakra, or we invite them not quiet there, but community now started from Nimedia. Me from 19th of June, right? 19th of June. Me actually said the video be na Reggie ZP share red top. Chesa on Wakasan recorded about over 11 minutes video, and I just post here or the Facebook and then the TikTok pages. So and basically video ni na Reggie ZP CEO ne year that Madam Edith Ward episode also change the tune. Chesa ne year na kwa molestation order. Ebi tia ono Reggie ZP no ama ebi ono Reggie ZP ne person share na adwin o person ka nsema ha na wontumi nka because slight mistake bi obey bia won nsemu no ahwa na molestation order no ebere no, and that was because between May to 19th of June Reggie ZP had a couple of posts that was social media, so and yeah the subtle posts ama just at the time no na molestation order no was there. Oh, and she's up post no yeah no. Actually, guys say, omu invite no. Say Reggie, oh yeah post this say go against molestation order near there. So the ZPA recorded that video. And say the year that the person chimitum, person more kind of casa boashe. The obeka dia no most molestation order near there. So that was on the 19th of June. And I think so Reggie ZP deleted that video eventually, but now cover viral did that. So apparently 16th of July na Reggie ZP birthday and an downfall. Chese war I'm on an Philippe. Say or friend Reggie ZP. Now Reggie ZP ne sanka no wishing happy birthday Reggie ZP responding near the you were trying to reach out to Reggie ZP ne oba on the war honomo.
Clement Pacho page on kakra mami.
Okay, or try to be reach you Reggie ZP. Meaning say see them in a year. Or try to be reach you ZP or bow in the war to see no I find out say there until Reggie can there in their cost for near there because according to one Filipino previously now Reggie ZP a catch and say a police for no friend no invite no say molestation order no a flouting near there. I'm on Filipino to Reggie ZP for say so back because no shows be also but so returning from shows now on fan home and coach our police for that they will be on more camp. If you want to Reggie can now or fresh ne hooking you and as about in the war I say there near Koso. And Obani Catani say a police for any Reggie ZP. In the end, I'm so much Philippe so very recorded video as cardio and also back the chair edit. But in the way free edit and so aside one or more urban say molestation order no or court could see here because I semi by no or no on Kasai and so the interview on a Caleb ni boy no not on Kasai. Now Reggie ZP na mafo who said they be our Kasa. And I Reggie ZP shifted the narrative near there. It's in a molestation order and it's in the bear. Reggie ZP be die in Samayoka or social media so near there. And I Reggie ZP Akata and a signing molestation order will be answered. Court no a grant order and Reggie ZP now signing here. It is a Reggie ZP a sign here. You came and a new Reggie ZP and you know and I watch Reggie ZP. Because all the time now they are Reggie ZP are signing on. Yeah, no, I can't be now. I say a quote here. The non dear cacao, international down for Philippe Eka, Sarah Zippy Dimuno, and Cesana Zippy, Obedino, police for you by Feno, and acquire no more question and the idea, and no more grand city bill. Some numbers are Subium in October, 13th of October. It is somebody the Zippy new, and it's so to say a police for and Sakano near there. It was all because of much molestation order no one casa. A sign here in May, no, Obuso, due to comments your past here, our social media, so near there, no, we invite, no, and no, quiet. But Ochewa Hokaka, and announcement Philippe Berry recorded that video, no, and Sana Ichi, Omujino, into Ukimra, and another recipe, AD was our finest.
Okay, ain't he not just sending some Kayena or about social media, no, Beranti or Kayan, and no, and the Kotia molestation or an internet, yet on Safreno.
Exactly. What's a molestation order no? And me na say in Nipa now involved if you say uye bibia and the fan so. What I say, who can try the attorney so a man for one time I can it be a man for abuse, a man for perception be about anointing. Then a bear as perception if I normally be you know. And was always who giant some eka. And I was so giant you so yes I knew any pay. That is a molestation order no. We be saying your police for invite to no because that day any idea as I be we.
Nti na chese encourage anko social media ne so anko kasa anka molestation mrebie ni wanka wakwetia.
Exactly. Inter be anyone. But this one say adia ha no. The one can a better than go for the ha no.
Okay.
So what I say,
yeah.
This one say your back be no. O ma fa say molestation order ne so. But then emra into no the cost so and no but some media Reggie them based on information I'm here privy to know.
Okay. Na the way na ma Reggie hu ka for dada no so ekotro message wo Reggie adamfo post asia na wo trim say wo no so nsem a wo kan wo social media ni ade no twist narrative no sesa story no so or the nebe court.
Once a Philippine tra na damfo ne Reggie zipi. Wo na onim the Reggie zipi ife mu nyina nti ono kasa as a friend of Reggie zipi. Oh, and answer Kenya Philippine a bay video now. The career see now who say Reggie to a police for Akatema, the Okobuye. What I say. If the edit comments or the court to Reggie, not down for the post as an air suggest to say. Or my looking like so no edits in an aqua say Reggie. Oh, say you no edits in aqua cafe or more Reggie in a time or much Reggie. Edna Tum, name one, she will say the order be say by my Reggie na nkasa sign here and our Reggie na create order no if you say Philippe will meeting those details no or no anything you want to say Philippe ni cause defamation and or twist facts no just to suit na down for Reggie no but of course he nipa and so yeah madam for when you say on what and by what na mesi aka no
yeah
and I say oh yeah madam for so what and by what na mesi ade mesi aka no and the nipa so by the tone say the Philippe no or shape I to create a narrative be about or no edit and say be or marriage you home or no near there. Now what about or no edit and so send home better no.
Okay. Now me must our last question we na fame ma won call wonni mu say be na Reginald ebia no person or retract sa non molestation order na wakwa signing because as he rightly said ya na to the bia nsem bi hye na koma so a ono so on to mean comply with the rules and as restrictions na non molestation order no edeba no ebia no on to mean complying no ba social media no so do you know say bia na wo pese senior wo can say police for ne friend mo no akọ sign je so opinion e bia na afi opese osesa na adwen
empty for that I don't it's a Reggie person sanadri and the say no aka san talk I need thing for that I don't know I can't speak to that but what I know they say once a molestation or the answer na background now any police or say court oh Emma court etnas ye party we to say here non molestation order no it is a court need to not a court need to administrate near no there why stress and molestation order no that you protect no the other party now you protect you against no assigning if you want our sign the another say what you have to say oh can be another who
that is a want to mean how I dream be man
just all the court sana me hono say just all sign so the court.
Okay Clement me da si bebre say me frɛ wo wetumi agebra chechin say mo yeda si bebre. All right. Clement Ayer, the CEO of Gossip 24 TV, YouTube. Or no, any churching coma, it's here for or tray and the cost. But it's a fancy member my pam for Bemono. My member any tremo na muntie. Sama Reggie Ekekaye, Ansana, a yes, non molestation order. Emma, you're too suffering. No, memo any kakana muntie.
If you think I'm lying, I can show you. Listen to me. I'm telling you this, yeah? If anything should happen to me, I'm already battling mental health. If you think I'm lying, I can show you or my fucking medications that I have to take every fucking single day.
It's here for any ami boy na nsem kikan ni bi wo ha no edin kakra enti mesrem ani die mu ase mutie na nsem na no bi edin a me di kan pamacho ba me pese mutie asem nim se ne be ya ye kan mo betse asie ye na monya mu enchiremu ye,
just so I can function as a normal human being. You are killing me behind the scenes. What have I done to you? What the fuck have I done to you? Is it my fault that you are so ungrateful? Is it my fault that you do not realize that you had a good man that you didn't treat well? Is it my fault that you had me to yourself and you disrespected me to my face, to my children, and you continue to do that? Is it my fault that you fucking divorced me? Am I the only human being or the only man you've ever been with? Fucking leave me alone.
Okay. It's for eneno kakra me to me abo achemu na mabo achemu ensem kikan ni bi wo ha ano odene pa enti mesrem ani die mu a se ensem ni bi wo ha o kan ya Thomas mu ya mesre se mo fanche na emom na wo se me bone no na mutie na mu hu eye tebe a ye nua be ma no ewo mu a ntino what dey sa video briefly yemra sa asemu na yentin komo yi emfiwo Kwesi
yay
for microphone ne
ya ultimate kan okay Kwesi the kan say ya me hwe atetia frustrations any depression any disappointment me nua be ma Reggie ene mo ewo UK ene ewo awarese mo a I think say agentsemu na me hu ne se ba bia nkomo na du no I think say be say 3 years ni eno an se me bo a 3 years ni ena issue we one ne yiri issue we nkitahudini tawantawai ehya ase ya ba edu ba bia na abafom edu ba bia na adwo na eniji aba no ankasa asa betro okofa ne man kra wo school ono you say I'm proud to be a father hwan no atro no de aba ewo muso a na tinkensen se de mini aba man ankasa de abetu dwa se enrogu ni nchen a onum se de be ya awia ya egbe kra so na pa obehu se awia kra bo ache se adwene no se ya man enduro said the bear nadwena nkasa kra na betumi a function na che se oya bodam e wa awdom se wuchire mu kwatwi mu a na che se menu abema Reggie ya tia faso because of love oya bodam e wo United Kingdom sa na tia dia yen ya kanfo yen nua abema no yen tumi ntena Reggie yen tumi ma Reggie ntena obi man so Emma on go through such marital frustration enti ya me dey for afidie so na ma se zipi betie me nka ana obi oban ni bia betie me nka sa lord ya tie me nka o se Caleb susu ye nua be ma Caleb so wo UK so betie me nka
ye nua be ma Caleb kwa de se Reggie ama ne woni
me se no obi a oban bi obetumi de eye Reggie zipi ede na befia man no momomodia na momfa ne befia man se kuntu ha ya na chia na eko frustration bebem pa say ye be ma Reggie be fa nduro anom ansa na wa function because talent ekita Reggie no the talent ekita no being a world a yipa ekita no yentumi ntra yentumi ntra peace from ha me nhwe ma ye nua no sabi wo modam ewo odo na aware ho be ma babia obetena bia na ya obetumi ahwe wo ma Reggie betumi atena Ghana ha aye adwuma atwa na ma school fees man kwala na wie school. It doesn't matter so better because said your name ekono ye na ye dey non molestation ye inviting ye say no system no team no ye ne beba no so na woman aye ya na na go to prison
na dey na wa accuse woman no say
system no na ye ka no odi agura obetuma ko 15 years imprisonment over some of these things obeko 15 years easy entima se bebre say baby bi obi timi nka bia obetumi di Reggie aba no me say bebre I am pleading to the world obi o hwe me bia it is important to say the Reggie Beba Ghana.
UK say we do akoni aba ade na nya wonkofa ne ma.
Say Nyankopon ya adom na me asusu me ko Nyankopon adom na metumi nya ticket na me call land any of this.
Bia ko land wo
say ticket. Bia me nua Reggie wo bia no. Merehwe no na maka che so mrefie. Omaye mrefie because it's important. Say ayen kola na any problem man nya to ana before kwa edre beba fie no within this period there obi oban Reggie bia no. Ese so otumi hwe na kira kwa na ye na trance na omoma ne council kakra. And I think this is the time I said council to mubem. Now omo offer free service kakra de boano. We need a very good counselor for Reggie because the whole thing is getting out of hands. The man we know, and when we say Udu Tibia Tisaimuna, he is losing the music fan base around the world. You can imagine what he's losing out.
Right.
What I say, it's so big. So we cannot sit for such a big star, an icon of this nature, no, to go down over marital frustration and depression. And it's so frustrating to see a young man like this taking medicine for his mental, for his mindset to be on. Said the bear now to my Juma. And so please, young when I check on your Murphy.
All right.
Miss Sebebre. Now I think that mommy was so affected Reggie too much.
Okay.
I think that mommy was so affected because the man met us here. And then the baby may go through that situation here. Can't be a man maybe to my first swap or back find the bandana. Abehwe maame ma ne ho ne ba no emwa free sa challenge we mu no. I think that ebeboa because it's so frustrating seeing him in this situation. I'm not happy at all.
In one of the videos no can say ni mami wo echi ni na nti no eno kwa na enye
because Reggie mami wo no be maybe and as a so to me money up he needs to be firm and stand said the be obe to me aboa because so want to man nyina obeden kwa no to ma hwe ne ma.
Okay,
situation on na ma wonu modroi. So okokot kwa na oba no kokot no kwache say me kun endum mental drugs enti onya fit to even take care of children na they betum kwa je nkwala na firi san kwa nkwala ko nwo mu biem because you are taking medicine for mental health,
right?
Obi on mental health no, how are you able to be giving custody of children?
Okay, so great.
Yeah, we are some abusia enti pass it on. Yeah.
Okay. Councilor Short. I didn't answer when you just
when me had the piano, I leave it for.
I say, oh no, what is someone can be at that and I want somebody young can be that.
Yeah.
So no one can be there.
Me papa futu the man. I see radio so cotton no. Share one could be our sem. I said, no, Pacho. Me more dear.
Dear can I make see any emotional.
A person just say, Councillor.
So great never talks about it. I can't say,
Councillor, what we are discussing, we are not talking about marriage.
No, it is about marriage.
We are discussing a person who is in marriage.
So that the issue of discussion
there is marriage.
Obi wa warrior will go through your journal. I'm on mental medicine.
He says he has told all of us here.
I am not qualified. You are qualified.
Who is Satan?
There be a me and say you can't see it. Well, you can't see yourself. No. Because I know. But when it comes to marital issues,
but you want to move for marital issues. The cinema you could test kakwe. And you want to move for marital issues. At the cinema you test kakwe. And you want to move for cinema at the marital issues. I mean, kakwe.
In the right sense, let's leave certain issues to specials.
What specials?
What speciality?
Now we are the cinema yahe.
There be me say radio and sometimes do be a can be baby. But the right thing they say, a bus in Yasamono, also the mammy, near me can't end the money now. Can be. The councillor Cassay, he has that speciality. Then me met me up the son of someone and met me a comment on your Nobeka. But I didn't know Cosono, and you me failed. Okay, and you more, Major Mao. What am I say?
Warriors, one pressure person. One a mental
microphone. Councillor. Councilor Church, mpacho for microphone on every. Me bacho say. Oh,
ngusu
jai. Mr. Kasana, we do so half an hour see ma obi nkasa we dey.
Be obi ani nyansa sem bi obeka o hanse sen wo.
Oba be video so kai. Na ya me bisa dey kan abrantie e wo hin. Caleb.
I'm sure he's in London. I don't know.
So why is he not talking?
Is he?
Why should he talk?
You know why? I'm asking Caleb why he's not talking because the story ni nyina be piama ye nyanti ase Caleb na abrantie ba kwisa agbajadan fo ye feze Chris Vincent sankrofo mienu na maye hu picture ni ye isan say once I share ase no nkomo no ye wo orders be ye di protecting women and children amononi ebu Ghana ha o onim say under the Domestic Violence Act no ye were the same order bia any non-molestation act in pe Ghana ha but enyensia sister to boase e da e be twe abo so na bo say ye kwese can be bia yemfa agron to nchen bubo banketing kitting say usually in Reggie people will not see what we're talking about because we're here when Reggie Zippy made a video and said the family is now together and nobody can do anything. We are together to prove that love is God. I'm here with my children, my lovely wife. Minim da said divorce na kusi. Maka. If you are in marriage and you want to go through divorce, seek for counseling before divorce. Seek for counseling during divorce. Seek for counseling after divorce. Yeah? Nyamiadum. Ewa humbrasiemu. I have dealt with people from the international community. Omwenya marital and relationship crisis. Who by almost statements, you know, omwen counselors. But mean country on record. Emina yenya wahum. Emma yen clients ewu kurumu hano. Obi oti amano ni biya nka nchem say yenya the same time ano. Yeni sa time no. Time ni ho. So on sha si o ka say hwedru me fa. De yen yesua wo ha in a cognitive template classical conditioning and monitoring no. Hono agye mienu miensa. Ne ama wo eduro bi a otuma say ebe ma wa ye we na ye no tu eduro su through clinical review pa. There's a record that is being opened for you. There's a record that is being opened for you. For employment, for your sanity, your driver's license. What's the number of the network? No? And immediately you begin to see, sir, your condition is not being able to be managed by the counselors. By a new to a droswa. Ye bibi fawa ube fi drone so. Minkase do you. Baby I'm a tenor. The psychiatrists are administering. But answer yama we do e dro bi eni asasi so ye ko school be see na me wie school yi esa sebio adwemu yare e dro ni nyina ye de ma no e ma wo ho kwan se na be ya obetime enya ehome aya wo nyama suppressant enti o shase no de emi ya ni so say look at me if I don't take drugs I cannot function. Hey, that's dangerous.
One before you,
but what them can say? Yeah, we say social media. Na you careful. See, baswa. I didn't hear me more bobano because our day go ye. Me nkotia. Or the nesan na mabaye be here for so. Hey, of course, baby is coming. Mister, watch that video there. Say the girl no when you for fraud. Or be woman.
If you are Bruni no.
Ah, say girl no bagana. Any anthrophobic gene at Tenassia, your gene so videos. Who's that video? And again, what I'm trying to say is, the guy has painted a picture to us. Say he is not in quote sane without drugs, and now without medicine. Drugs bad too hard without medicine, which means to me, anya clear state for Reggie Zippy say he is going through a particular psychological problem and it has to be managed by medication. Question is a catch then. Me coming home is not my problem. Can he restrain himself from coming on social media to do the things he's doing, thinking that is what will hurt the woman? Because the woman spoke extensively to the extent say according to Obano Reggie Beyano or see Sika Reggie de Beye ni maami no ne hono koji bosia no de beye.
According to a year Reggie ex-wife.
Yes. Osio mani koji lo no fa beye ni baba maami ye. Ge ni ma yeti asese se Reggie be dani Reggie e wo I'm UK, I'm on my one, I'm kind of the Chronoswa. And you're no in the risking one of the mind. So when Reggie is speaking like you are ungrateful, you are what? Ungrateful if he. We're not speaking for woman though. Ungrateful if he. Get in say you are stranded. Get in my say or deserting the family to agree to have you as a husband. After all you know way. Here you can't say man. Yes, a man who ahomete. Yati no ahomete papa pentina besi e obi away. And baby ahomete. But you didn't want to
masa.
Me maba ni nyina. E man na mutie mu nyina mu dim say mu. Enti ye kan ma say e man de e na man na kwa wale de. No, but Reggie is getting to a point that we have to help him. Coming to Ghana will not be the solution for me. Where he is will be a solution. But before he takes a step out of that country, he should make sure say he has a better record. Otherwise, the question e koto ni nyama so a enye kromo ha Ghana card no obitimi di wine enyo no. Mini said by na say enye krono e question ya for
Ghana card register bullet we na ka say
obi se obi atwa mo bi a o follow you edin e wall mango say Frank, yes, yeah, there's nothing what you call mango as Frank. That's what I said this Carabao. On a mention you be sisters and the pair and the panel or the compile. But I'm say their system is not that where our own is not working. That's what I'm saying. It works. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying that a cake and crime and picking class and I'm kind of Mr. Reggie. Can he stop this video? Chia much say a chini. Yasi a Sunday naba. Ye jan me wa. When you say chimbia ye chumbiano, a cock or cratasso. Na ekokrata so ya churo de ba ya chen wo ema get boy na ye kan asem no. He was at the apex of the UK music industry with American, is it UK Got Talent? And your friend say
British Got Talent.
Top artist, bruh. Top.
How can you?
No, I think it was X Factor, Anna. X Factor ne British Got Talent. Yeah,
he was signed to Simon's label.
He was signed to Simon Cowell's label.
So that's British Got Talent. Oh no, that's X Factor.
X Factor.
Simon, yeah.
Yes. I think they were the second runner-up or something.
So what we're talking about is
second
Reggie Zippy is not just a father and a husband, but this guy is an asset that Ghana ya did will Kromo before, and we still give him that credit. Ya mesrel Reggie Zippy, the American ayewahi father sa jai video now we express it with emotions no. Because nyama wo kan nyina eja bia questions can be say ubeti atena kroi mu ahwa wo ma akola bia ni asasi so a wawo na onim se ne papa ne wo a obenya ne rebe fiuda enkrafo bu be say awo mo bi ka ehie wo ka ehie chele e ban le enye ni nyina literally meaning say yemfa obi ba ene na anim onda eda ne tete a obesu afre ne maame
obi ba owon
dem eda won ani so de be nye owon dem eda won ani so as if he's sleeping not sleeping. Once he gets back they cry for their mother's breast. So Reggie, don't do that. You want to be a father. What you are doing is making everybody think that you are not qualified as a father. Okay. Your sanity is becoming the problem. Finally, when these things are happening, let me veer into that area. Because I'm speaking and listening. When things like this are happening, you should learn that it can veer into the spiritual level. Don't take it lightly. It could be that what Reggie is going through can be a spiritual attack. Because I am a traditionalist, a spiritualist, and I know these things can happen because when you create a platform for these things, other spirit comes to pray to disgrace you. Reggie, whatever it is, you have built too much record for yourself. Marriage didn't work for you, and we heard that you've been able to replace this particular beautiful woman that you say she's very beautiful inside out. You've got Oyibo, a fair colored woman who is fairer than your ex-wife.
Does that got to do
That's
with
what
anything?
he said. I'm repeating his words. He described the new one, said, Wene Baba, or to Nyamamao. He said it. So those things you do on social media makes us feel, say, you are settled. After divorce, you are okay. But I'm begging my brother, if anything is not working for you, seek for help, because where you are heading towards, you are not the headline news just like that. We are discussing it because we love what you have done for us and what you do. Till today, some lyrics out of your songs should pray for you. There's a song they did for Emma.
That might be a story of a virgin.
Now, so some meme, he should go back and play that song. The content in the song should teach this young boy that he's veering off his normal sense. Finally, when they are families, Reggie Zippy as a family is not just a mother's child. A child comes into the world through father and mother. Where are the father's family of their asset, Reggie Zippy? If they don't have visa, that's why they cannot go and look for their son. Somebody should rise up and help this boy, because yes, Sena, Chrono Timono, Reggie, if you are coming to do a video for me, remember, I appear on video 12 times every 24 hours. I will respond, but take this number, Reggie Zippy, 0277 609 644. If you forget, ask Chris Vincent.
All right, Yao.
Well, I think you should read a delicate matter. Media, how many the way I play with social media. So for the past, I think 3 or more years, I say every year be about Isibako. And to me, wonder say Colano. But in this modern age, they don't mean cast and Colani social media. So in Colani, share you my way now, starving almost so.
The man come
almost stayed by because aside from the fact that my no page, I know in Tokasusi. A very troubling situation. You know, this man Colana me drum in the way I'm reacting. But I'm hoping say a lasting solution for all these things. Was intimate to us on cause say every single time. A very unhealthy, even woman in a Reggie Zipiankasa, a very unhealthy situation which needs to be resolved at this moment.
I want 300 meters away restraining order. Someone can say also.
Yeah.
Is it 300 meters?
Okay. JB.
Yeah, well, when you send me the media, me didn't know TikTok, women affairs. Same way by, you know, make a one sem. You know, Antonio Mabiase. You see, when you grow up in Ghana, I am not drinking Bibiano, you can use physical force. On my now was no, I am running the edgema. Se Beman ne Beman Tokwa, ye issue blows. Wouldn't obey Yan Tokwa, and now no obey issue. As a wide drink and I will use you. Social media now, he has a platform. No, he feels that any time I don't know about the argument backdoor no or bad platform no so that's all born drink. That's when you a man no almost go through the same issues. No, ever supporting that makes him feel good. But Onim say he is digging a hole for himself. I don't know. But it's good say or no admit to say or that it drew so because mental health is something that we on our side be free. I drink say I drink like physically you pay attention to, but when it comes to the brain but a brain I draining the control be so mentally mentally say if you are not okay and you act on emotions there be you ube boom run so. So it is clear. So I could sign a bond to say you make sure say intimidating to threaten her life. Now with me back online. Yes, I deal with ya. See, Counselor, in the middle of his speech, you saw this anger, and every time I baby he passes out. And when the child will say he is not in control. He lacks emotional intelligence, and at the same time, no, I say social media platform this should be an advice to all the Ghanaians omo abrochiri. Abrochiri one enye Ghana. Only or buy deal with abrochiri, you have to be very careful and you have to adhere to the laws because the moment ubeye bibi edebeto krata no, that is the end of it. Shadio. When you obey yourself, what movie on during the divorce? Any sensible person be and yet a one oba be a door with new girlfriend on Christmas Day. Our banning family, how do you think they will feel? Say, who adore new and you are subliminally, person will say, Dino, just when your new girlfriend, and guess what? Oh, yeah, Bruni. And you're very sad. She has done a lot for you. One more when you're crying, krata.
Subliminally.
Yeah, subliminally, yeah. On the channel. Oh, platform. So Now we throw shade. Now the Obama person would say, now you have moved on. But clearly, BBA say, yes, yes. Oh,
still you are still in that level. Israel.
Based on the heartbreak I will go through, no, and I'm out pressure. I'm walking Bruni and what in the Babette because right now, say Obama say Wuchiti one. So was that one of the cases? Yes. You never outdoored any of those girls. Who do you see? So we're moving on to a new relationship. Yeah, what social media? AB and Equanimenda, 2 CD credit. Maybe was so now Babette is our girlfriend. What do you gain from that? You don't gain anything. So what I say, your kids cannot look up to you. And the problem is say, most fathers begin to act like fathers after they leave a relationship. Because if a father is doing his duties and spending quality time with his children, the way papa ni free and crying about mama many pressure say they want to see their dad no or ban him with modern. But a man in the moment I be divorcee you divorcee now you lose that partner. Now we want to use a say, oh I want to see my kids. I want to see my kids. Just like somebody I know from Ghana. It's no I am an underlining factor no yeah, man, see.
Two minutes after 3, Peace FM Entertainment Review. Now we take it's here for and I am a producer birthday and I am Israel birthday. And to Usha Facebook, no so out to say studio guest no woman near papa patron then I'm catch Israel.
Hey.
So Israel's birthday he just turned 28 years. Israel just turned 28 years. He just turned 28 years. And then everybody must please make sure you don't forget Peter Squad with the one we are doing because he's the one putting us on there. If you don't take care, but dear Manas Charlie Brown, wife, I'm saying 3 and 2, Peter Squad. One can say to you to one have a point here. Pick my own for me. Move a cup with your cooking man. Now I shall ask me. Yeah, careful. Don't
happy birthday to Israel and a birthday. Yeah, man, happy birthday. It's here for Peace 104.3 na Masuguso Amuti Entertainment Review. So, and Masuguso Amuti. Yemra na yemetwa.
Okay. Na one more percent. Yeah, Ghana from the we be any organization be any on Messiah between Abuama Sinino, Sinichana, I pepe. Now, no one of the amount of setting, BB say the Yayo Britain, I from Baftano. Normal with academia, America for me, and friend Oscar, some awards, and no, just to help guide us, entity, any idea. And a policy, something to policy, and which BB the NFA here. Original idea if you want to I want to start to say law in fact in the film.
Okay.
But the draft no because a academy no a more like an umbrella body and the girls better 10 I say directors room, sound man, all the people that you can think about in terms of film and television. It's a draft no.
Okay. George, yeah, that's in the sign tremui. Ain't he gafta any Unimac? Must set up a digitization center. And our project. Me pacho hono chemu kaka da de pote na one more aye.
Ma na bako semansa.
Okay.
Na bako semane say na mini amba ko ye fe no Dr. Rebecca Ohiniasa. Ye archiving program ni. Say ye niam ambia de da na show TV ni ade say osofo daji. Ye hwehwehwe mi be say to me say ehun tapes ni ade bi wo here. Me a call start here, you need a copy of GBC. GBC call GBC for no money to do behind here, saying, and copy before question. They call ISD. They call ISD near Coconation, near who says almost more big archive, a name of the Brea and a call the fountain no year, that time no year classification. And ma from the Bagana. Into you almost an animal, not yet, near much to say, your president, the almost visit, and no one. By a choir, not a dynamic in Manuguno. Cellular, I don't know what I say. It's the I say, almost almost sad and almost any money not to do. Any question when the Papa Cacao, the Papa Cacana no meeting up over 300 tips. Any idea in the choir. They are not, and yet no need be main at the airport here, never say, never so for us in any concentration. TV or so for us at the end of the on Catania in any University of Exeter, any of the Germano. You get two one websites in the conferences in the Coco conference. Tijuana Kobe from UCLA, University of California, one more friend. Say, Adena, Adia also, one more bois, manco for you. Now, a very coswa sign, and I have a coswa sign, and I am quite a woman, a fair and gasta. It's the only new common and so many a one common class, or more crown, normal library, no, or more. A funding this hour. A could be from Acadia, Womuna, almost sponsor, but you know, the country. On by no money ever coming who's a free one step credit. I may quit your queen in Kaka. Any almost okay, any doing no my equipment, but me no, any many about Nancy, I tried the University on Unimac film department on film Institute of Film and Television. It's a cockatry and penny for say, this is what has happened. It's any bear in I boom. Near BB, sir. And I'm prayer. If you only found anybody granted by a directing towards the two organizations in Naibomun, where now share Yabako in terms of even the Gaftana. Yes, actually, a friend said, nasty doses nasty. Nasa building the man on a Naya office, and send you if you want to 6 years ago. It's any almost on the boom, say, in fact, I am Nafi tapes now, and Comco to a good 300 tapes and Congo, you intimidate digitizing. Because you see, new format aba. Chat it piano corny at the Biniho. In the digitizing na. Nothing nasty for so the award that I think the number time of nasty in my missing on and school. The film almost 30 or 30 years back from level in Hano. Everything digitizing nothing, it's back to life. Now it's the man also almost in your home fast. It's anything, yes, the Jimadino.
Okay. Na yes, digitization center. She say no. Abaka say all these old tapes na. She say more digitizing or no. More yen saying like, what will be the use of the place to? Is it going to be open to the public? And I say same pan as if at ye.
Say the normal digital ina yadiku we use digitization ina your BB friend server the kakapa ali a cloud. Now, yeah, network it to all other way, be free access. If you are a person who used to be connected to that Indiano, who catch me out to me corner, you say, you will say that your command, you discuss the command NFF one. Now, say, archiving is very important because Governor, yet almost my come here to command NFF one. One more base in Ghana 2023. No more base in normally the home almost say, Chris. From Kwame Nkrumah time, and I know yet Kamama Kwame Nkrumah. BBC, your friend is saying, President Rollenstein, and San Ojai. All this Yamanama documented, I didn't know, a UK library, and it's your own sita. In Japan, archive, but of course they do baby, because they say digitizing into not better any problem. If you want money in Twincia, now I bet any not on one sank on Maka Kucha, or not the Nika Kutia. It's your person yes in a one home. It's your Maka some yes in one home. Not as some Kokofasa archival material need to be basis. Well, internet archival material is very, very important to us. Because also BBC, maybe my example, we say Luther King, all the speech no mine. I have a dream. No. Since that time, America, we need any one why when we need that. It's not woman chap, Sadimano. BBC in the chart idea. It is America for crap as some usual, as some could share BBC voice so much use. So that's the kind of thing we are talking about. It is I about so many of my own tips in the and one fast one say, one, you bet me the idea. Two, you bet me at the affirm on Crawfordia Musica. Well, and besides that, no, see, we are sorry to anyway. If you want my copy from other people, but of course, if you copy from ourselves, we're not yet me who says, oh, top of that, that story is a very nice story. I know me here in Ukraine. Ebe who be ban for so my young. It is uncle for the new years at the end of the year. And oh, now then, if me, I want to say, yeah, you're a fund or I a friend of Film Development Fund. You start here, but yen said, I'm for second. It's any Sigana Mopesa with a man. Mommy and Fanny and Kukusa to Futunum. Necessary, Obi Peso, yes, in ye force a promote your values in any culture, Ghana, ye near Manama, near Ponoka Mano. By the end, say, ye do Kakotum, near Yedia Bois. Now, almost saw, almost for the omit with the Babiguno. A Kenyan nom some of the Babigum said, everything in ya. That's no. He's been to the microphone on the yet senior.
Okay. Na NTCC and sa digitized archive. Why na oni ye Ghana de and I ye gafta for the.
Oh, yeah, idea. Check who done that university Ghana there. University Ghana there. It's in idea. Sitiano Abe in idea. Since you could be said about Saijano. So we have a banning a catch on say, I didn't say, I say, what person be used to the people. Who be so business of the Prince Half say, or no one inside you did that. Yeah, another project in that same manner, yes, one more, see, who's a signature for no. Those is not video boom, me buy no. No more, your master Scott, baby, I could duplicate them on 2 1. By the time I'm a premier margin from some cockroach Madina. It's Sunday money now, usually took circuit in Sunday money now. Or no, it's a coffee, you know, making common, hacky. And all those things we are trying to gather them around the world because there's something called accidental archiving. And for people by accident or totally, and on no call Holland and baby something and baby and we used to know almost anything on the back is very clean. And everything here you might be brave. Well, and so all these things are things that we are trying to gather and bring it back. But all my way seen chopping they are involved in this whole thing because all my idea. And yet George was from there. Yeah, they are called by because a state busy the ISCC. It's just the for the state.
Okay. Mr. Bosumpim, you better say na say no sa fundia mode ekoma National Film Authority development fund and so boy mu kakra.
I don't say a fund emrano time ye emrano for the NFA. There's a whole article on the fund. As I found no actually say timidity to boa a free for say government should be my sika na timidity tum. Na sa found no ko so ko yesi na na e fagana ho e bia ya man yo niema ye amamre ni ade any monumental places ni ade to say bia castles and forts this and no ko bibi ye e dim puntu beba e se timi police as can be ma na sa sika no ye start say because time ye tro near your BBC FM legislative instrument about up my can say ye be konya ko pepe hu sika dia ba then ko be so man sika but that time no ye setting me up but over a year ago near some stakeholder meeting we were at Lisa Hotel and one more cast so said ma setting up to be for one city to ye this as one city to mu bi an kan fi bi it ye no and because ye no ye di mra na ki fit time I won't start here over 20 years na mra no my na MMA we have followed all this and realized said no say am fa bibi an ko to mi an kenya nkrofo a sa we know e better all must aban vice cantum this year I bet my person aban ko aka say this year I say the bia to mutum famia it is that's why that fund for ye nyina say we kwa ko esini na fa Ghana ho na be man putu bia ba Ghana and I say ye nyum na ko kan wasem ye duane you know our culturally nema ye ni ade na ko kan wasem na edi putu bi ba na bi we bi no nyam be be sha Ghana sa sika de sit mi pon mi edi ma.
Okay, Mr. Bosumpim, not just ye sa fandi dear. Idea ayama Ghana for so be o yes in the training now, person coach movie be a Becca Ghana bakwasem, say be or beso or Kwame Nkrumah story. How Kwame Nkrumah gained independence near the Yankasa fan near fund be a set to anka obetumi akọ NFA ho aka se me project ame ba be yenie enti no nka bia menya support bia sa fund we mu ne be poniska ni bi ne de ama onipa no na aboa ni production no see enti say no
am this can be gum because the point is that my mema instance be tam ye chro niema no na nkofo bi ba ye say na ye adwuma mo mo fi German for me ntimi mo mo din wa pay so radio station German for na mo si oh ma de no man setting up and na see oh ye setting up no say mo setting up in the money first can be gum but the first one be say aban di bia to mo na because aban fa bi to mo na there's no seed money aban fa bi to mo omo no so omo sika no de ba say so nkofo sika no mo je no de abre into who is hard omo say okay say aban di bitum ye de beba into there a lot of people want to come and put something in there if you say and say ye ni ana ade ye area na kanya ho enye ayi nko aban nko a ye films ni ade na ade say bibi kakra na say professor ko tuma it doesn't have to be big money bia but kakra ade betum because there's some here a fund managers no well no fund managers manage sika no na assign how do you call it very profitable well when you say every time bia no say rotational mean na it is car then in that case no muti ma obibi no the kwakwa ejuma and that's what we have to be looking at now.
All right.
Really say the kokotum say the enkofo ebese enkofo so the kokotum no the kotuma other people outside even this country some the go omo hwe say yankran ye be start
asemo I mean for educational purposes na me busa sa asemi say no sa fandi ya working akwakwa ye say we say NF4 na kwa aban ho no omo koje anase we say fi aban na penny ne budget awayemu for creative art no na waka say okay mofa we nkoto a developmental fund for NFE futuom mofa saiska we enkotum anase why na we say we make it that initiative ne say we kwa omo kwa pesa sika ne dia ba beto sa fund
obeka say aban because NFE dan so e kan buy no because some of ministry it's ministry near the budget no try and money now meeting the no aka say fa but me dem ko apono na same time the committee and say almost say who say you know loss no doors and agencies na so much no doors and bibi say GT say so more de tourism fund and no and then I want GT to getting it free hotel for near the no de the same way no so commission on culture and say we share cultural policy na and say I tin new review of it and no say no and also fund or I fed cultural fund. And now, besides the creative arts agency now wanting also and also a fund and also creative arts industries fund.
Right.
And some national film authority there, which is the film fund. It is our fund we know. It is there because one more year Jimos outline in Nano. Uye Bibia a fat Ghana how to be Kokojibi. But almost 30 of any of those funds. The only we are very effective by tourism, you know. GT and controls I don't know. It's all more but other funds in setting up. If you ever patch or say omono, this is a new government because that's why I said this kakukus are because the person I didn't to upon a cost. But me and say, all person this I found in boom near me George was on Pemene. And because I don't believe in that thing. I don't believe in that thing because as soon as you do that, let's say so of course I found no so now call now ebia omso sika na so we na eno untimi ko bia bi but intentional na we say branso ho say no mo creative arts industry fund o creative film fund o creative uko amano ni ade they have all these small funds with different for skills ni amanema and you ko na nyi na ko fa baby for but the way no say omo kan say one person dey nya bom no me nyintom because omo dey nya bom be too confusing because any problem do na ko just one place you hear any your friend and farmer I said one that's all to me ko be here but if it's different now online then we say na say me kwa na ko ma kwa je that's how it works for me and I'm ran so say I'm ran so tie no emra ya tintima to all mo yen fa nya adwuma mo pese mo guna I don't think it will work like that because emra po no mo pese o sese mu kakapa bra obebre o parliament because na ediema enema gu omo so na nya de kutua ejansa obe sese mu kakapa bra obebre that could even take years not just the funds yen but yeah no you for say we have to be proactive yeah the assess here e di bia kokumu wo mo ye sinitwafo a wo mo ye adwuma sika kakra bedu nsem kakra na wo di kakra kokumu nya hwe ni ya anse yensan hwehwe outside of the we know zone because we say and go for say mo men sika sin da sika no mo fa kokugu we mo sanke bit imagine say ya kwakọ ye nema efese de we say fa kokugu sa fan no ni na ye benefit
okay
and sika we say fi amano no ne ba enye ya percent ka we mo to on be ye adwuma ne we ye adwuma sika no on person de man ye fa kokugu we mo okay it is na ye fa ni na ye because we have to think that first ansani aje yeah because ye me na.
All right, Mr. Posumpem, yabada say ene ye frɛ wa wetumi abema yes asem yi mu nkyeremu yada se bebre pa. Okay. Mr. George Posumpem eye the PRO for GAFTA. Wono ena ye ne twetwe nkomo a wa mayen sa eye nsem nkyeremu. So great. Memra ho na mi metie won so dia o de beka ho bi.
George, watch this BBM come. Kakra me de beka ho a year. BBM make say a year by way of advice and a suggestion. Ne or can fund no. I mean can fund the first. Say yeah, pisika di bekum ne ho niema. Yeah, pisika di bekum. There is one angle there. And I push. There is something called the blank levy. Blank levy. Ya jiji wa ports. Obia awode gadget bi airborne ma anymore. Ya discuss wa hada. Awode be copy obi works no. Ya ji emrani mase ho kwan se ya njiji skabi. Na eno every year no. Ya chairman CMOs no. Collecting societies, Gamro, ASOC, and Copy Ghana. Yeah, JJ. Or the photocopier machine, recorders, blank CDs, many. But Minia, do you know how many people walk into the country with their phones? Omu yuso phones no the copy niyama. Can you imagine? Omu walking in no. They come, they copy somebody's music, they will copy somebody's book, they will take pictures of somebody's works, and use no commercial in Niama. I am proposing, say, everybody who walks into the country is a potential pirate. Why don't we take $1 from walking into the country? That gives you access to copy somebody's works. You benya a minimum of $1 million into some of these funds. $1 million. Because once okay to phone public art be or how be try. Record music. Ye niema bebre with the phone. I didn't know be a import to the edge. Ports. Say or the babe yes adi way ni okita or the pocket or the babe ye die ni eja no. Food for thought. Then come to the archives now okan ye no. I think it's long overdue. Me chere works I say obia entimi nya bi. I bet you Zinabu unim Zinabu film bisa se copy way. Unconditional love. Meteran said me catch me am film unconditional love copyright. Me nibi. My earlier films I mentioned Baboni mini copies. None of us are old films no ye copies. But ye kind of history it's all part of it. Anytime I drew call it Lagoon, me kai say unconditional love. There was sin be a mi trawo ho. Ni call it Lagoon into say oh. And can na tourism aye issue your friend is saying a marketing you know. Nka tourism be ko ho nye small. Because no share the background. Na among obinom de canoe enam nsuo ni mu a omo to asawi and there were lights there. And I took that scene no, around 6 in the evening. Beautiful picture. But the next scene Laguna. If these films were there today, some of the old films, no, ye try and I see ye na manfu who send an Accra put here is part of archiving our history. But then any ho. Inti me say bosompemwe ya dia no. I gave them a whole box of my old films. Our mo yehu ejuma me no ka say. Ubisa me say a film like Even Hot Folk. The only copy I have is with them. Yes. Bebre who producers bebre because you see here start ejuma no. The be American ye nya that orientation about the industry. Inti ne mani bebre o ha ni ye no. Biara
say you twagum sa
aw sinin ya say wo twa wia e rounds ni wia wa ye wi o de eden biom o de o mfa nya hwe biom nti ho na o de atu nche nti no mebo ma baso ne omo ye no media de bia o mo twi ben me ayedi nkomo ma wait say na no ka no what they are doing and mebo ma baso pa for bosompem de bia me pa ne chew for aboni bia me ye no but yes, bonny on one year, mammy, and Sabonino. But some pem you be say your bonabasopa, Smith and your Kuma industry, no, the passion or the Jumana. Anyway,
yeah.
Oh, for me, I believe that fund there in terms of fund a good thing because a boy with industry. Considering most of a krona on my building on infrastructure no funding on my building on structures no a large part because of sikapudo bia now abine dia to where omodi pushy that course Hollywood the beka ni na ye America omo discussion may portray a certain perception ewe in so nti me de se omo ye adwuma no lead effort no was say yeah adwuma no say discuss to her there and they say abine tim hu say so ni abre but usually no depending on say abine this kabeba before I be 29 but they say year 29 then they say abine odi echi no so etu sa na money because a very important also archival staff no another equally important thing and I me they say omuni school so na because I checking Unimark Naftia ho na nkrofo kokosua enimde I think movie directing videography ne photography ene de keka ho nti good star students ne benya sa idea sa knowledge no of inyoma seed that na itimi inspire the future umbetimi produce fan ne de but Ghana your fan bebre baske bi enim eno pene ha me obi a wo fund but fan no obe check na ske bi enim brofono na de nti I'm hoping say with this effort me push it with seed money of 100,000 no me bompa say government agencies no almost one by your mafemu de na yetimi nya long lasting fund because fund ne de ya tia so capre yensan kan nti I hope say we a turning point my industry no.
Okay, counselor.
Adia okay secret in Peno. And I was okay. The reason being say there were a lot of materials Nyamianim Ukraine say ye bombarding ye archiving. Unim say okay say uni interview no ka say clouds nyina ka omo archiving no se me tini ye man tini ye so mo correct me say ye de bi omo digitalize na ye de share clouds mo anenye sa yeah clouds yo mo de ko shemu yen dia na
yeah o say ye Ghana ni nadia
let me say clouds no a extra storage place. They will have some a war omo how do you call it,
server?
Yes, so and it been so like how do you call
they will give you access to it.
How do you call that thing? Yeah,
a drive.
So a bit of drive, then there's a backup also on the clouds. That's it.
I'm saying this because anytime you say you have something in the clouds, now there is no governmental push to own the clouds. You are useless. There is a particular issue be a cause here. Government agencies be. Government agencies no. Omo digitalization be. But the server nyamali nyina koso no. They don't have access. They don't have full access to it by the contract. Enti say mother company no omo contracting wamba access becomes denied. Now the reason was because they want to make sure say obia keke entimi bonguremu. Pass clouds ni be uses here music falling here clouds. YouTube say clouds me boy. Other ones in higher clouds. Is it difficult for us to own one as a nation? Because server na ye one, local service na ye one. Yeah, a crash na ya. External drive ya. So go teach. See SSD bo na ye kakra saying. You know ma. So edawa na echo. Many daswo external hard drive me ye. Enti mi bibia me twi go so. More than 12 years now. Nansen ye kofa ye bia MBA. I'm telling you.
You lose it.
Say eda hona won use no nti MBA.
Ya ye bibia ya see bibi the recovery even ko den ya ko to ade chale nyame wa de no so no. I have close to 80 books. Ye media ko be bia ya see asisi software bia ba odi shame MBA. Me to laptop TBBB kese ni bi eno so yesi e bit my self. So the clouds is the best. The clouds are the best. Mo say eto
Councilor Mpacho kawasem
omo nyama bi wo so nti na mbi no anya pono enko pani fo ade adwuma wo yeah, as my make the year the same way. I had to say a see in the first week, I became so dark because man you be also be transcribe your mommy. It mean farmer non concubi and be and that was my assurance. Yes, when you buy a 1 terabyte, when you buy so terabyte, so different, none of them is opening. Then this week, yes, now the best one is SSDB. And I just don't know
SSD.
$600 we wa ketwa ba ko 1 terabyte $600 and as you see each also but ni nyina mu no wonim say kakra bi a me de go YouTube no transcriber ne call ho na onya kakra tu aye no watime yi fi ho enya menyama for the books I want to write. But majority of the security council here na hate him and say movies so ye nyina oni ba kompo to defend ejuma why was asiso.
Me say near a warhol me dia mom.
O say tete dia ni nya.
Tete dia no yeah.
So wo the mom no ma copy no ma the original na brewa na.
Yes. And I also have access.
What kind of? Some sound the original na then.
Oh yeah.
Kayo, na kwa you.
Yeah. You mpacho you mate.
Well, the me can say the cloud is the better one. But so on mine na your team no nka say need access to a certain cloud any dia. They bia no nkrofo be didi we yan. Because I may trust a load my dear 1 hour. 1 hour. Make me program. My record 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes we go to YouTube. Obi an hwempo me en family that be me amebo me dia Councilor Lutrot the causes of divorce. Na ba na metimi tie di atworo ade but ni nyina ye sika ekọ baabi enti se benya ye die mpo na sebio and generate income and my yen to say streams but a places are you bet me keep ya the archiving yama but it is under the Ghana digitalization what but no mako yen to me clouds no we can buy it as individuals but say on mine or bet me will enter into that nice whatever agreement no atama so that's how yama ye kenina
obia kone computer so no or type your access
Ghana Socrate.org.say no you can save there tititi na ya tin meaning say gusu or but not post office in Bank of Ghana there was a place Socrate you can go and put your things there and pay me say na me and wom meaning say gusu ya na yan wom titi and we're happy say wo nyam bi e so bo akọ no akọ no akotua it's a storage ayeye e bi you na meaning say wo bi I stand to be corrected I don't think because me ya post office box I want to use I want go letter da who you letter me boy who say who you letter
papa ka wa sem why
so okay is your box working
Yes.
do you receive letters
17575 Accra.
yeah but do you receive letters
Yes.
like look we post letter ma look at it
Yeah. Insurance for a throw me
I'm put so much jai I'm nyina ya digital ya the phone so me kala sa me nya bi what do I say I'm fan for hope you because one go post to so I'm saying that what they are doing make a lot of good sense for us me and Socrates I don't have much detail but Socrates have it there's a country that has most of our materials and they are calling us to come for it is it UK is calling Ghana government to come from all our old materials from them they have finally agreed say yambeji ye old nyama e wo cassette so anasane say the friend no
celluloid yeah
Oma ba see yambeji Ministry of Information omni letter ne bre wo say yambeji so great yankwaji enti sampasi yekojiaba because we see yankwa YouTuber we are going to enrich another company but I'm pleading say Honorable Sam George omunhwe say yebetuna to be ana because class ni and blocking you na e Ghana dia yera ye man panyi abedi echi otwam de obeye ma your friends de cook am de friend say no for music pay
GMX
enu GMX
I'm asking if that's what you're talking about
say clouds be so I don't know say clouds I know say no say clouds so great say no clouds
minimum
sa digital na cook am be say man panyi o ma establish music for media fa hon
GMX
can we own a cloud that we can put things there because it is painful not to have access to materials that we have done movies and things because the clouds was for somebody but that's what I'm saying that you can have a system to block it with satellite and go and buy it let's do saving things in the clouds because the mind of a human being has no memory
all right
it's a processor but all of us we access something from the clouds so do my end was on pay my audio but said that she it is a pen drive nim be it is a external drive nim be it is a Modikisa Center na share myself ara ashia and say sikana eden ashi
okay JB yes
archival materials no ebi ewo TV3 minim sese obo no so
there be one bo TV3
okay TV3 you see Ghana films wo ho no more library a lot of the works to send and all can Chris Hesse no more works are no more year every Thursday ne omo editing room ne baby ye use omo nyobi adwuma no more edit omo content omo twa for government omo twa bibia government eye bia e wo omo library ho films omo to talk from among for including my films omo toye ebra TV3 buy no ni nyina our library ho na TV3 Malaysia no omo barely see the premises and yes omo to you they lease the premises for 14 years into contract ni name omo san ye nyina ye for 14 years omo kono I'm not going to do politics with this so I'm not going to the details it was handed over and then as we speak our new management ho for some strange reasons A man for works a good honor. It belongs to who? Including my film. Omo yibi, ema many omo call copyrights in the The tapes are still there. Ghana tapes, bebre wo. Ya Anton Amomo. Enti ye nim kosa tapes ne go omo library.
Is it same like GBC?
Yeah, just like GBC.
Do we have something in GBC?
Yeah. But near good TV3 no. Enyo omo dia. Eye Ghana dia.
Means let me be so. Last time I
it
called
was not sold.
So good me be so okay. It's a big station.
Yeah.
Last time I said I could say hostel.
Oh yeah, omo me film. And they've been showing some old sometimes old films you know. They don't have the rights. Ghana dia.
And that's not just materials no.
Materials no. Warm library.
And then
warm library.
Is it still a library?
Yes. They have a library.
Studio.
No, the library is still there. On Bitacam tapes ni ma bebre Ghana dia enye omo dia. No. Enye TV3 dia Ghana dia.
Nti den na mo ya fa ho.
Nothing. And I'm say many ni share mo panyi bi ka che say ya ma right say yem beji ade wo UK. Me boa.
Yeah.
Many ni nyina na share na say yen tu one mo. E wo hostel.
Nti please TV3 lease the place but the materials are not for them. So whoever inherited it, that material, a Ghana material, a Ghana government there, because Ghana films send the as our materials.
So what can we do as citizen vigilante? I want to join you to do that activity.
I'm not doing that. I can only advise.
Are you serious?
I can only advise.
You are not serious. I'm saying that what can we do so that we can, you see, if we have to write to the Ministry of Information or whatever, God, the air can we know so that we can.
See at radio soon, yaka.
No, I'm saying that what can we do to officialize what we are saying here? If you tell me that you can't do anything, only advice.
How would you officialize it here on the in the studio?
Hey, so what can we do? I'm not gonna say.
Come on, man.
You see what times I say that he has a problem.
Yes, you have a problem.
Because what you're saying, I don't know anything about it. I chance on a conversation. I see embassy side here, UK, and I'm see you. Yankoye, and you hope. Kaneshi Ministry of Information. So once you see your megu.
Sani amane no. A dine see a woman. Who a medical person. And Sisu come is so toxic. Say you don't have to go inside.
But I can go inside. We have a material to enter.
Oh, okay. And what are you going to do with the things there?
What are they?
By then, information.
Information. These are serious information.
Do you know the biggest crime by a committee in Ghana?
Hey,
not the biggest, one of the biggest crimes. Abra did TV3, Emma, LEC Malaysians no. One material na George Bosumi Pema Kano. Bebre ya boabo no no mkoshe no waka park. I know somebody who filmed it, have pictures. I was with the person. Your friend Karen Hammer of Denmark. Meneno, the woman went and they pushed the woman out. Meneno, and they call her.
Now, almost shit because what?
Who knew about Faso?
Malaysians no share na Malaysians no na.
Yes. Nyamika David Onto was aware that day when I was with the wife, took the woman there. We took pictures in Niama, and the woman was pushed out. David Onto came out from the canteen.
Because you have Missy Minkau, many does not know that's a good bribe.
Oh,
because idea be a course concerning your industry, you know, Socrates has a step in it, whether his government is in power or out of power. And you saw a Steve Jobs story in you. This guy is he has everything.
All right, JB, my question.
Yeah. It's good to keep the past, but yet to tell Nayan Chero City si cherish the past. It will not be useful. Americans, me I'm a dictating. Yet me national anthem na I was here gume, but me te Ghana there in Kikime. Ninina no Oko America because of the stories, the history, our moka, our class, you know what the people did, the soldiers did. Our mutimiji chronisi hono. Now more be believing in that story. The Mede Kesi Onian and say Ghana yen cherish it and your man Ebima beye legends bia beye ako. Archives ye beti mi story bia Banininaye, are we going to cherish them? Most of the movies on old movies, then they look at the old movies, no one try some any new ones. So there are so many materials there's nothing new under the sun. But yen cherish the past or be per se or moving forward. And to be honest, important say education and yedibeshim amaya training the minds of Ghanaians to cherish what has transpired before ebeboa. Yefa no tunchen. Na before Councillor Kasayero, na Mr. side will say esa bambam because of accessibility. But me dream me say when it comes to these things that edebena aban ayewo especially creative industry a koso.
Okay, so then aban creative industry koso how you saying?
When it comes to me fan say these things, the movies, the old movies, they said they're not so critical about some of the materials are even it was burnt. So I want to know a platform and I say a portal a binding that to a function the way we are hoping say this new initiative no. No, I'm not mean can't dear on my you abide why be but a matter of say idea now why you know. How do we cherish it and then how do we assess it? Do we
create agencies agencies no back on say here are so create na order back classification committee ano what I say movies are nyina on no behwe say we yetimi what I say
yeah
enti abane de ne say wa ma wo kwanya ne say ye gamro wa ma rights enti wa ye aka ye de yensisi nyama na no say aye bia
but funds a flow ma
Charlie funds ni be on twen wa ban o access to create the funds and to be able to access the funds.
Okay.
Minia me pacho. Don't blame a buying.
Okay.
Why you too much?
Near what's a buying ye bia no buy.
Okay.
Charlie.
And we are the problem.
Yes.
But any abino.
Oh, asema who can what's asema no.
Matu I'm just playing with you.
I'm telling you on authority say. Bibia was a buying a year for the creative industry no.
Okay.
Why na family.
Okay.
Nya kan eye nipa na ewo mu na ye de omo tutututu eniema na no.
Yeah.
Omo no ye problem no.
But so ke hwade bi o. Me no ya adwen. But say ye de nipa to ano na nipa ne belong to one party or that party then there be no say party we kwa definitely the AC na no na besi e move forward. And to be honest, me dream say initiative we no any privatized. Not almost a bank has to come in just for accessibility. But say a buy beji amanaye another institution under the government
agency.
Come again.
I mean, no person just say a buy beji amana babe another institution under the government.
There be and then many
but be a nyama one so yeah farmer who private person. This na kind a buy never fronty.
Okay.
But a buy air front no. Or the fa agencies are buying so.
Okay.
Every time say UK aban antwra mbre individual bia o se aban e onyama we gu ye ho ya ye ready say ye be gu ehyen mama o e de aba Ghana bra na be identify na collect
yeah
o de aba ye nkoye so that's it agencies are ya set your metimi akwakoji ni nyina e bi na secretary asema kai enye ne no start kan o wa come more than 10 years o set TV3 dan bi o nyama ni gumu say all can you know moti what is ochnebi ochna me kwa I cannot have access to the place.
Okay.
But sa buying agency be Ministry of Information Ghana whatever extra letter at the course based on so and so record we have so and so here in room so and so and we are giving access to Sukresafo and the members of Sutuka.
I agree with that one.
So aban ayeni nyina ba aka said your tia no ye di nkomo yi Ministry of Ghana say Ghana enya film for yi Coffee danku NF tie na the secret kan ye no Monday morning, something must be done by calling, because Juliet Asante was there working with Socrates, and they knew this. They didn't do anything. Government has given you the right.
I beg you. If you say they didn't do, as if I'm part of it, I beg you.
So I retract and apologize that Juliet Asante was there, and Socrates didn't tell her these things to hear. So they left it. Socrates is not part of it.
All right, I could see him patch up him.
Kano yembo penufo abaso se wo matumi enya foto kakra na wo mode akoto gafta for account for
Oma fan koto gafta for account omode koto developmental fund National Film Authority.
Good, for National Film Authority. Oma nya bibi kakra de akoto sese se bia ye se yare bia pie yare bia men home so ye piska na de akoye ho research na de most of them grants to omo a whole grant administration block omo adwuma mo ya no say they are always there soliciting for grant support from international community. Said the bay omo to media support to adwuma lecturers professors ni ye no omo to media akamochi, because o man sika ye won dey se ka say ye behwe no achi na bia ansa na professor benye ska da researcher and bia the whole year no kra no ye nya hwe. So they have a whole block up they are into this research work funding na to me de bo omachi. And I also think say we share yen peculiar nature creative arts na tia important say yen so no ye betumi nya department bi saa ebetumi build within our ecosystem wo so mandate ne say almost betumi pay grants and support now that they are the creative industry, because we share the issues are Gamu war, musical war, ASOC war, 5-pack war, all these bodies need near wars. No, we share even NAFTI. We share challenges are near one of the idea. Sourcing for equipment, sourcing for this, sourcing for one center, data center, research center, and it's how we need nana. We've come to information I'm okay. Say me assure say so be to no see one say aka say okay. Me assess for a grant. And I say be a fund be na me assess for support. Now maybe I put together I build the system now to me I just no my am a Google connection a big Google have mo kan want na. I'm sure say with a very detailed plan any proposal no nipa no betumi nya bibi sa dia ye de so so de yam. And for me, it is always the best way. I bet my corner now. Said I'm more cause I bind by be our but we share your system na kitane dia. We still have to work with government to achieve some of these pathways. Because ye juma na ye no ye poyempo. Aban kitafa ana ye so ye so ye practitioners no ye kitafa. So we are still with government together. Gamro betuma functional, you need Attorney General to give Gamro license to collect. Into where then work say
but Gamro so no was say almost omutimi yo records ni ye accounting records ni ye enti aban ahye sa amra no na wo Gamro ni na ye do tina ho no at the end of the year why have you failed to get an auditor to audit your books? Don't blame aban, blame you yourself.
Blame aban.
You are going to blame Aban.
Blame Aban. Aban there. So what the car kasa wafa? What the car kasa Aban aye do betuma ye na. Ye jitum ye mo sem ama Aban. Sa Aban aye ni na. But ye jitum so say ye most of your structures na ye was say no. Say betumi si we to manya bibi papa free mo. We will still need government push to do some of the things.
Like what?
What I say?
Government pushing what angle?
For example, Nansenya collection. Even with collection, and they wouldn't say most of the equipment cars are here crowded ban equipment na enormous sign inti sika kra na ye free temaport ne sa no mano collections no so ate merely because amount for crap pen drive CDs ne sa no mano mabim
okay
inti blank levy collections na ye that's what so it will need us facilitating a amendment in the airline.
Then you are ignorant. That thing has been done already. The amendment has been done.
If the amendment has been, I mean,
you are not aware? Not here saying no, cannot.
He was not in government. He's speaking as
it's not a government thing. It's an industry thing. Industry for CM was in the year.
The Ben amend there.
Oh, until you watch your ear twice.
The Ben amend the money moderate, mammy.
Oh, Nim say
I said that we are last month. But then they are amending the way fan because Dana you tell them Gamo 40 they are even crying for that simple issue. Gamo are still fighting for the same issue, so they are seeking for government support to amend.
I'm giving you information.
And I'm saying, Bodate, mommy.
Is it that you don't believe information? That's okay.
Information that no matter what kind of table is need and nobody else. Sanka studio to 12 years. Sanka studio don't care to 12 years. As a man of walking. As a man of Kabian, so yeah, make a master more money for straight to the American mechanic.
Industry for now.
No cry on the same. Grants near a idea, a papa. But you're about some agenda no one namsuno is a good cause, and they will need all of us our support to back them up, and they need to do more in all the other nano. And I'm happy, so I can say he's not in support. Say even grants are funds are who do I want in nano young canning number near the back until see a copper 100,000. They said they are 100,000 munyai. Nanke they are called two main winning yamu. Now that's a debut. It's not in good order. Say your creative arts fund. Let's work towards building a strong creative art fund. Sasu and a 5-pack for person year no year. Let's work so that Obia who belong to know. But who associates nobody will belong to. You can actually, because they understand what you are going to do and the level of support that you need to be able to go and do what you want to do.
All right.
So that you better me ape. Mobia to make kwa ene de medem faso de e aba. Because say be no okay 100,000 you dey imagine say 100,000 e to 2 more. How much would that money be able to do? Sasika no entumi so re. So important say be shemo kina ma all the various parties bodies ni network agencies no ye betumi anya photo na yetumi abuild ye fund no na yetumi dey pushi ama yetumi dey aye nneoma ya ese say dey protect your creative institutions no anya sa dey a ye dey no better radio station aka wasem and ye kwaye we na we mu so mu nya we will still be talking year by year and yentumi achieve the result. Si you can see the manager government in Kwanfutum, now they say be a pescada a year. Say be a sicanema. But say young Cassas to me near bypass. Near to me for 12 funds near home, near appeal to Bob big agencies. Why not? We can be able to get that amount of support na Inyano. Abwa, I'm here to me that Bordeaux policies.
Okay. It's here for 3 minutes after 4. Peace 104.3 and Amute. Yedin common way ababa begu yena ye homra na common is say aka mienu me hwe dia ye betumi emebe ma ye kwan ye betumi aye amana cover time na aka 6 minutes after 4. Peace 104.3 na masugu so amuti etiefo sembi a ekoso amana ne na mepese briefly ye kan wasem na chese ye de asori na dwumedie ne so mejini ye se munim banda ye from Coldplay Coldplay ye band bi a chese wo kwa manoni a bano a musical concert at the host some of the biggest musical concerts. Na nanu ya a Coldplay for a yomo concert. Na wouldn't say broche there. Even when it comes to a football games in any other na a no mutia say won't say yes can be ne chem kiss cam no a chema ne be a quack talk and crophobia ye who so mo ye couple so na chese camera na to so then ye bi mo ho a wo mo ye couple mo ye awarefo bi wo ha boyfriend and girlfriend bo na bi wo ho mafia no ne ade na chese de abeto na a year this time around a year Coldplay for sure muye most of the videos they appear bontia chese omode sa a year calm moment no kiss cam moment no e ba ye chese omo segment e wo show no so a friend a year kiss cam segment chese camera no too far crowd ni ma na ababa betoni pa baako so na sa Coldplay concert one of the most buzzworthy ones it taking place on the 16th of July 2025 Gillette Stadium in Gillette Stadium and a one more year jumedie ben Boston Hono sa no mo as part of a music spheres world tour. No, this concert Coldplay concert and idea a course. Now more segment be friend Kiss Cam segment. Camera no to me panefa crowd ni man na kwa koto. Akwa koto couple be more crowd ni mo mani agi ana bibisa. Na we na camera no try the ho fa na koto papa bi a ye friend no Andy Byron any abaiwe bi a ye friend no Kristen Cabot so na etefo Andy Byron ya seme a ye ken oye the CEO of tech company a ye friend no astronomer wono eno ye CEO a wodano enna ni HR head of HR eno no ena ye Kristen Cabot na emra camera yi twa ne ho faa yi na chese koto mu mienu so na nie wo hwe be me ya wa ware o wo yire wo ma a wo ba no so wa ware ono so wo kunu wo ma na obe me gina wo ba ye chi na ne nsa efa mo ba yi bo ase ne nofo so ho saa na ne nsa da ho na oba no so aso be ma ne nsa matare ne bo na cheseti for mo enjoy a Coldplay concert yi kosun se Coldplay de ba na nwuma no mo enjoy na Kiss Cam yi kotom so etifo ne ani ammo mo ne say camera ne kotom so a honom kase ye din kwase asem ye din se mu na chese aso wo mo tete wo camera ni mu sa wo mo tete sa video yi beto abonte etifo akwakoye asem kese pa se no ukọ TikTok YouTube, all the news portals say wa man on no sa story and I want more discuss it. Akwa yasem kese power cause be ma wa ware we the CEO of a big tech company say now when we HR makrefie makra mo ho kafo say mo ko concert na camera be to mo so a mo gina concert ya se enna chese mo ye den mo twi soloku na womonsa efa omobobobo achese wo be manetary obanachi din achese enye asem ketwa na asem we ba ye na be ye asem kese pa ma CEO no Andy Byron no edin krata bi ebetudwa ekire mu say tie for me kan ma say I want to acknowledge the moment that's been circulating online and the disappointment is caused. What was supposed to be a night of music and joy turned into a deeply personal mistake, playing out on a very public stage. I want to sincerely apologize to my wife, my family, and the team at Astronomer. You deserve better from me as a partner, as a father, and as a leader. This is not who I want to be or how I want to represent the company I helped build. I am taking time to reflect, to take accountability, and to figure out the next step. Personally and professionally, I ask for privacy as I navigate that process. I also want to express how troubling it is that what should have been a private moment became public without my consent. I respect artists and entertainers, but I hope we can all think more deeply about the impact of turning someone else's life into a spectacle. As a friend once sang, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Andy Byron, ene disakrate ebetuja. Wachema, wajitum, say, mfoni bi anase video bi a enam abonten a circulate no enya dia efe na anadwo ananke wese ya anadwo ye enwom to a ye di gi yani no anke wese maye enije bi no ebe dane eye ono ane personal mistake ene ebo in the spectacle of the public wo pese wo pa eye ne yire chew epa na busua chew esan so pa eye ne company members and as the team members a chow say enye say no pesa wo ye and enye say no pesa represent eye company na wo no aboa ama wo ma building no na wajibre wo hwe o twa na chi ahwe enema course na opese o take full accountability na afi no wahwe kwan ya obefa so na watumi ato akonanum na mom wo pese wo kire mu say very troubling just say ha dwene ye pa say emra na nke wo say ye private movement no aba be ye public radical bi anasa aba be ye infoni bi eda aba fontintan fidie ni so asese aba public just entertainers amu hold the concert no na edu bibi say na wo say mo dwene nipa ne ho eba ne say na me time me menya me ni me HR ya hagi ye enjoy music na afi mu di camera babetu ye so na afi mu circulate ade na edi nsem bebre akwa. This story has become very huge etifo ukwa be fonten fidie ne so ni bebia eda ho amanfo ka say oh be man obetumi asue because ne public ne private movements ana intimacy bi a wonya na omo de camera beto so obi so say na your private intimacy bi a wonya ade na obeye ni bedwam obeye ni in a public space chesa kwa ye nkomo bibre ene me pandit ni na ye mema so omuni na omaware age ba kope ade unware Enuntino yemre na ye bisa briefly yemfa san komo yi na yemfa sorry so yaw mami fa nshem komo yase
amena me ware enti
una wo liberty se okoso oba mu wo concert ase
bese me kana amansan ho kwan da ho why oh I think say nansen say auto ticketa auto concert ticketa sometimes that's already terms and conditions usually especially be say auto ticketa o check terms and conditions ya mo hwe mambo hu say auto ticket no o ma organizer no the right so bit me afirm for even for promotional purposes what you say into once our auditorium hon kwan there so hu say yebe twawo in case unim say wona wo side check na ekode ya no apemas bi ahwe obotum no say ya ibeko events na bon so bi share full mass wa cover nanim ya yente ase asem wentia on pese by mistake una mana una mo bi snap mu say need the ties but me ko sure bon so no bi twa snap wa dwini ho so bon no wadan fo bi emesi me hu we snap so na ese wo di boni ya cho
say so long as ujina public place there obia wo ho kwan so obetwa mfoni
when na me king say wanye loser like we need that where be ho ane de woko nti eso ye super kev bo be sure say kissing cam na see wo concert on say co play concert no sa aspect no e ka experience no experience no mo ofa na ka ho o munim pa say na kakama ne beto mo so a menya sure akomema 100 meter gap anka kakama ne be wa na we nam ha but omunim ambo mutrim say obekom kron so mo ye VVIP sa section na VVIP ho no omanyo omunim say be bom so omunim say be bom so pa anka omunye because even say omunye namfo na hwi ni mumpo a I think say it gives omu company no a certain name in deserve because memeti and say enche ekra na umaninya promotion so even pohwi ni mumpo a oman speculation we bie no ama speculation abem plus mo kra ka se wona kakama ne to mo so cramp no nkomo sere ye mpo a nanka e dey se yan dwen ho kese e betwem but kama ne to mo so say wi ade a chu no we free I say kra no we nam ha na afi dey ama bibia ye basa ma even po lead singer ne kra kan ho asem so maybe o me shy of camera na bibi as see ya te say papa ne de ne yere ne ni din free Inti abeg ye ko si ade okọ concert ampatwo so nim se be dem intimi stop you bia se memfa osutwum bia nko bebia but nim se obeye de pamocho either se mo pepe section munim se ye close the camera nsim so ana ahye mask ni bi ebebo ayi na
Socrates.
Well, some call concerts, and they happen to be in camera. What's a concert and so send your tea no. Sa no me me boa.
Oh experience.
Yeah the experience, the camera too so. Na there's no legal.
That be a friend case come to the tour so
then kiss come.
Yes.
Say kid as in KISS.
And no mafia into kind experience no.
Oh okay.
Tell me the two couples.
Oh okay. Okay. Yo. Yeah, this is an experience I think say Ghana for ye bi wa han say e betimi akache. Say band be and I say event organizer be betimi aye bia. But as for the couple no dey entry any hwe na be free mo aba.
Principle.
Kwasi.
Yeah. I think say our seven said the sisi wa manone no. Yeah na ni susundodo because as someone see in less than 24 hours oba owari okunu say waja ni kunu we yi ni dia fi hwan because of say ye the camera to ni kunu so say oni abai woni ni adwuma office okita ni mu nti camera tom so nti waja no
because who can say the as oba ne se bi onim nyansa bi sa because on kita ni mu keke.
Oh na ya
video no share na ukita wadamfu ma ne no fo so na nsada
ya se me no pa ye ba studio ha se ye ba studio ha ye hage
pacho de bi Mr. un hage me that me pacho me bi un hage me that
obi de tu abeti so
ye fa titu wan abeti so
ye anywhere no mote we studio ha se sa pa na te de na san ka yiri mu na ja
na se obi ani ho so me no fo
anka yiri mu ja dada gan so anso na no fo
so ni no fo she video ni bio
nim oba no nyese no waba daja o we nyese bia hotel kura oba no wakopi oba so say mikunu no oba deda ho your concert ase na ode ne nsa so na chi na wabam no enyese bia wa hag ne mpo bra nyese wa hag no wa yi ne nsa yi ekura ni mu say unu gya na chi no wa hag no and these are things that ordinary besties and people do.
No.
So be your bestie.
No.
You can. You will say no.
No.
But I will say yes.
No.
What I say? Be your bestie and I say yeah. Ebia, more na mo person mo interpretation because of say motive says so. Wama early promotion and as why I say because of that. Yes. Say no na mo to me kasa na mo di make mo judgment say because of the way on again it's here any dia a mu say dia you capture omo no. And you know supposedly you people are famous or more relationship there based on more judgment there and there mean to me you more change and you more some judgment but with the evidence I mean who are there bra there's nothing wrong so bema be so bemu or didn't sabetu na beti and that's why hagging and that's why there's sometimes we need to chill because me I don't believe in that kind of marriage your money you look to say police station say ena wa
wa 2% chesa wo yo be ma no wa ware a ul na mai wasi etumi ma kwan ma so so mamu
dabi no obam na yeso no say yeso obam say
ena ma che wo say video yi wo so me say ye different
na me yesi me so ya answer ana me de me sato ya beti nti wo so wa jama ware so I mean esun say ena me ka say me I stand for correction but say ye de to omo so no Ebia suffice me to say you did 2 almost cameras no yeah and Ebia they were even kissing. What I say in the public space Ebia now they were even kissing. Then there could be a further to even prove so moody kwanya omujina ho na oba ne bema na yede lata atom so am kissing. Oh definitely and there ye meta no kwan and defend it. But say ye gina public space a garden of about 98,000 people a shower stadium na meni ya ewu adwuma ewu Peace FM pansa meni ya ko Independence Square meni ya ko Independence Square na meni Salamata ko Independence Square and ye general nipa domu say nipa 90,000 and I made me sa to ya beti anase meso salamat mu a na ye duma to sinti so because of the way questioners na salamat down ntinu said ye hu omo no de we are supposed to say they have something to do. I think that sometimes we need to allow certain people, we need to give certain people opportunity to also talk.
I could somehow who came, Mr. Me the way it can now to me and make you savage. Wouldn't say as a stance now. Me call BBC website is here. Story that one say the said man who is Andy Bryan. Wouldn't say you suspended as the CEO of the company.
Yeah, step down.
And now Yamana stepping down and the co-founder and chief product officer Pete DeJoy. And he didn't know Ababeto as the interim CEO. So do you think set me about Mr. Mami we kwesi Mami we na to aso
stepping down.
Mami we na to aso. They are working. O gidi say sanke bia eh just a me yako concert obi aso you think that the whole company would take such a decision?
Yeah, Mami can unim the entire company na stepping down. The big multinational companies in the whole world, including Ghana for Kano, they don't want to be associated with a lot of things. And to say, you for a big man will company bim, and I for a Jimmy Bima. The moment a BB scandalous, I will deal with the company.
But why is it scandalous?
It is scandalous because of the way the media is preaching it.
No.
It is the media.
If the media is preaching something, then yes,
the media is even preaching it. Obiako event, yeah, bruh.
The media.
Uno be a juma. Uno take it out yourself. Uno work a juma. Uno be a juma company. And I'm winning a moko a football. Our stadium.
Yeah.
And by coincidence, Mujina on my Udo Satuna Betty, Anna, a camera nabe atom so at once. And you are captured as I was at that Nipana Betty. Then the next day, no, yes, we also were jaw. Because
analogy we the basis name.
Basis is because human body part, no.
JB Pasomani making establishment.
Human body part, no, bruh. In the circumstance of anything, we not be a closer. You can hold the person's in the, apart from the private parts. Apart from the private part, I want to me some many ya kwakwa bedroom. Na mayi na nu for to na misu so mean to me yasa. What I say, but a band to say mini ya. Said to an minister Salamadi Kujina baby, na media despite media workers. Ye Bobo or Park, and ye na Yakobi, ye who remember them Satuna Betty, and I'm so Salamatimu. Mostly camera better Swintino because of that the menu will be here. And I made sure said there are two incidents to the two a matter a coin to the side of it, the issue. One is that there's already suspected a friend saying suspected office romance with the papa name Irano. Because I'm workers nanka say word you suspect say the way a papa girl near close no bia on will be here because and che bia kwa na girl when your promotion. Ana second incident akwakosi so on was stadium ma yede light atom so was so mu. So they are matching the two new money together. Promotion a girl we office say sentina papa yanche or ma girl promotion because on will be here based on how they have been captured. But they enjoy music. One more stadium and one more enjoy music. And this thing can happen to anybody. I don't want people to read meanings into the whole thing. Say, yeah, baby, and sex. You might be scandalizing baby. But it can happen to any man. In the moment of your happiness, your baby, now the idea. You can obey your down for your down for. Madam, Mrs. Madam Funny Whitney. Sister Bahanma, Whitney Bahanma. Sister na me theater na ne shoulder na ma say nti ye tia nam na sa camera capture say me theater witness shoulder na ya capture picture na video na akoma ne ku say question is do ne theater o yira betinti no jana ware. I mean, what are we talking about? So maybe there's an already prejudiced mindset, some issue related to promotion. Until there's a prejudicial mindset beer and qualify form that. Because girl ni papa na ye juma and enche wa man promotion ya man promotion enche ana mo akura san ko stadium ya de light akoto omo so se waso ni mu so they are matching the two together and yes scandalizing the whole thing and then ama company no so no then they need to let the person step down for further investigation because if the man proves that he has nothing to do with the woman, what can anybody do? So papa ni prove after the lawyers prove so ni be bia ya. And then we ask be ni yiri no basa kwase miku I'm sorry I want to marry you back. we need to give people break. Because this is something, unless a video ne buy no, Kansala, unless a video ne buy no, camera no Thomas no, papa any girlie, mano. They are kissing one. And as a video near the Thomas no, while one dread Natadi and a new food and I was within the crowd. Hey, and the nature say abomination also. But if not that, not a video I mean I will be or we now 2 adults, crowd of 90,000 people. I will be a son mu. What son mu say wabamano. Now mo say because of that no papa no wabau jamanti ni irinjana mama no njano. Kacha papa no mara cry. Yebenya girl man wala tabia kwashi.
JB.
I am a debris so cancel a tabia kwashi. I am a debris so cancel a tabia kwashi. Yen hadi Nyankopon eba Garden of Eden no duru ha no ano mo di adwaba ne de no mu ye omu dwane ye okay opa ba ko peso ana ba ko ne ye den
oba no say
wakote o se wakote enti no opa che say Nyankopon ne kan ba Adam de bia no ante
untumi dware nyame anim
okay
so na adwene se wate na nyame hu no
enti no wate waja tu okay the moment okay the moment I come at all mumienu so ana mumienu no oba ne dane ne ho na be ma no so doje ye se ade a wo ye no ma membusa o Whitley wa ha na odu niti ato so na Father Dixon e working na will you feel so why you be wrong?
It's not always because you've done it.
No, I'm coming.
It's not always because why you
I'm coming. The moment
maybe you are giving respect.
No.
Maybe you are showing respect.
So that means that what you are doing is not respectful. You are not. No. No.
Your microphone is off. Let him finish and then you come in.
Mr.
When you were secondary school, that was about 36 years ago. What is that?
Enipa se wo di bone the moment you are caught no subconsciously no you react because you were not expecting see ebecho enti at that moment no the first thing a bear man here and say odwane ye hwade ye fra bibi see okay now
that was
let me explain something to you my show bibi the problem we have I mean say what Ghana na meka boundaries. When you are in a relationship you have boundaries. So when in relationship kwana me no we are down for kwana we should have boundaries unless say no allow me say me to me attach you in a certain way. So what you say and you will be a friend circumstantial evidence and only you don't have the concrete evidence but based on the fact say omumienu akọ concert together omugina ho awakodo no from the back the culture no baby a wo free ba no America ho no wo the Ghana na ye nim what it means abroche de be magina wachi na wakodo ne ye bo odo ho nwom na ye de camera to so na wudwane a lawyer na ni ba gisa evidence no cry chen said ye oda oba because circumstantial evidence no you can twist and turn it anyhow you want to. So based on their actions, clearly shows say Bonnie BSC. So I say Bonnie BSC because if what they were doing, if they were clear about what they were doing, so enye Bonnie na wedia, anka on free wo. And one thing I see hold on. One thing me patcho me ba.
Your time asuna mani we.
One thing
so be no for concert
Shadio, let's Shadio. Look,
Bible semendu yanko da sekrum. Who so ga nanufu.
Look, say wa crafie ese onini colleague ko show. Ana na yiri nim. For relationship e wo mo nteba an kan yiri nkan chen say ojai no. Ana wu say onu ankasa no wu sa ade na waye no. And yes, Akino, he stepped down. He stepped down because no, that one you don't know. I know that Mimi say was stepped down. Who ni Marikunti or step down?
And Mr. Media took the whole thing up.
So one thing I want to say is boundaries are very important. The way I see woman, it was very intimate. Nipa bia or beka says no, there's nothing wrong with it, no. Not the same nipa no cheetah.
COVID-19 by social
problem. One thing I make a chat to say, Adia ba kwa me yan say, Bearman no adie ni see no, Bearman na ye born so bo mo. But oba no so okunu, I didn't hear for the same heat, Emma oba no.
Oba ni kunja.
That one I don't know.
Oba ni kunja because ni kunim say what happened is nothing. You people, yes. Oba no didn't ni kunja is because the husband no say asem na esi no enye bibi as say enye bibi as say eja ware o. Say you have to be no bi so no musu eja na ware. For what?
Councillor, you have the last say on this one. Not yes, sorry, so Mr. Wa.
Sa wadie ya fa na World Cup. Nyankopon cross sha wadie ase eguye. Wentimi anga hwe. I think say Bema say boundaries. There may be someone say you can't say people should set boundaries. Mawale. Ya awale onupa na oba awale. Na or set boundaries. Ni kunu ni Israel. Israel na set boundaries maya. I know no one set boundaries man.
Yeah, na set boundaries man.
So say ya set boundaries man. Now within a boundary.
No, let me add for out of respect for the husband.
No.
Yes.
Anybody who set boundaries as out of respect for the other person has a mental problem. I will explain myself. TMA party. You see, TMA.
Okay.
What makes my positive energies could create for you negative energy.
Okay.
But as long as me, I am becoming positive for you to enjoy me, let it be. This marriage industry, I'm not bragging. I've been too much into this thing. And I've seen too many mistakes. Men are here conference with Kremu red flags. I did it almost all the 10 regions. And I came back to apologize. That there's nothing called red flag. And I went around again, did the show, and reversed all the things we said. I read a book on 101, my really 13 books on 101 signs that the person is cheating. And I came back to say, there is no book, because there's nothing that anybody will say that this shows that you are cheating. There's no sign. But you can try to create something in your mind that you think is cheating, but it's not. No, I don't think so. I agree with you. But it's your opinion. The reason why Obi camera panky oswa Obi moving, there are too many reasons. It's unexpected. Now, number 2, whatever the environment is, the camera is panking on people to show say 2 lovers. Who share video no more? 2 friends be omusha at the crow. Yeah, they told one so. Means say watch a video now. Is it what singer Ben they told no?
Celine Dion.
Yeah, they told so. It could be say Celine Dion ti hono. Only obi keke tin China nipa no. E di ni theater so. There could be a story out of because you're a public person. So the fact that they were, why are you putting it on us? Doesn't mean they are doing anything evil. It doesn't mean they are doing anything evil.
So let me ask you. So who Anna or ne boss aqua show.
I don't set listen, I don't set the boundaries. My wife sets the boundaries. I get what I'm saying.
And why do you think she does that?
Hello, my wife sets the boundaries. And within the boundaries she's setting, she's comfortable with Israel touching her. I don't know why that should be my problem. Well, I get what I'm saying.
No, Metawase.
Debbie.
As an African man,
no, I don't speak African.
No. As an African man, I totally understand you.
Hold on.
No, because it seems like all the men here, with my session, I say,
sorry. Listen, you see, I want you to know, sir, there are a lot of wrong misconception in where you're coming from.
Okay.
13 years in America till now, you have been brainwashed. So as a normal human being, your brainwashing can let you live a legislated life. Me see legislated life. The ambassador me chira ni say, "What the mra there? America, what do you be call cinema? Any popcorn pa, almost cinema no ne twempla." No. You don't. No, it's there.
No.
Maybe how they don't call. But I mean, can you say it is one of their things? Only will be called theater pair. They have an assertion.
They can yeah, that one day you're right.
But the fact is that
assumption.
So
yeah.
Eti me make kase. Se me worry ya ene. Ya ne set the boundaries of what makes you comfortable and what doesn't make you comfortable. So if you have set a boundary, say on person be maybe a touching, it's not because of me. It's like somebody having communication with the ex. Obi a trim plan or no on cutting off from the person. Now who are from the man right say, if you want to continue this relationship, I don't want to see you talking to questioners anymore. She is still talking to questioners as an S. And affecting. Why do you cross to go and set boundaries for the person? Eti Omako show. The fact that come and buy your movie and doesn't mean they're doing anything wrong. Me can't say that's one.
Okay.
On the video part. Number two. The two of them
are wrapping up, mommy.
Yeah, Bonyo. Last night in my dream, I saw you coming. My dream. But when you got so close to me, you turned my dreams away, Mr. Dream Maker. And no say, ya maso di mono, bibi ewoyemu. It could just be for the moment. And once she's not complaining, once I am not complaining, why are onlookers complaining to create a demonic problem for you? My brother, let's learn to live as human beings, not toys, not AIs. I believe, say, company bemu, Peace FM bemu, yeah, this association because AI phobia nyama bebre. AI nyama ba. So we are doing a lot of things that create problem among enti bia. And you guys say step aside. Yes, step aside for the meantime because the bashing is too much. You won't crow for your mom step aside. Be said, "Did me come up with us? Meka no be ankai say just lie." One name pastor just lie.
Yeah.
Kromuha and I Miss Bell. No on record. Ebe can same good no. And the yini di fear sorry mu. Ni ministry. Ye take no be see ne. He's doing well. But from that negative pressure, no money to no. He's never come up again. Later, no Abeka said your kind in Eden. But you see what we
why Miss Bella Becca said your kind here.
Let's say what can Obianko check it. What must I say? So you're very careful in our emotional rushing. Say bibia ba say wo kunu akọ no adi obi echi no afi video mu na o si we o strategy o kai so be jan da ana e bia we bia wo team mu e wo wadwe mu say me de me say se no ya ti we se na me ya eye me se na me ge we tie obi o we wiase mu nyina on that say me ya ye ni ba me bo a
masa
che on go so this
Still can't believe why I let you go. It was a mistake, but now I know.
It's here for Mr. Modia Councillor Lutrot Kai na mama fayase.
Now mama know me.
Councillor me patcho ye pon rapping up na ye pon.
Openyi kasa na abonyuma.
Na who asama who
came? Me say obi kase me no woba. Doesn't mean you should play music. Hey. I mean you can't do this. I mean this is a sign showing that you are in love with a very wrong man. You see.
Remember the good and the way you handle me. Me know I die, and so many other way.
I am too disappointed in you. When did you become this that a common statement will cause you to filter my statement?
No,
who is listening?
Just
who is
finish.
it? Masa, take your thing. This thing you can't commit skipping it. If you want to, we could have done
it. For Matpe Ginger Honey Chips. Matpe Ginger Honey. Please.
Yeah.
Read.
So maybe the answer say, honestly speaking, we jump too quickly to thinking that we are building marriage. Marriage is not forever. Christians, I am talking like the best human being. Hear me. I'm saying marriage is not forever. It's try and error. We are all trying to see whether it will work or not. But if somebody will have to always make you feel like I am for you, you are for me. Without me, you don't breathe. Now I think this is a wrong thing that's happening. We can't blame the company. Yeah, can be? It happens in churches. For example, my church, when you are entering, there's a nice plaque that tells you that this church is fully under camera. So whatever you come and do here, we have the right to use the content. Yeah, we are sorry that I know. Uji envelope account. And it's all by sorry. Na camera boys omo nimo. Bom the camera be to so. Now of course okosu ya. O sha esigate na no ansa na owure mu. Enti ye ko videos, ye ko shows ni nyama. Nyama sesi. Na chesisi ye ko no show bi so. Na the girl bi tena won chen. Now she say girl ni sere na oba be ball. Oyirinti usuro oyirinti no. Sorry for you. Usuro okununti. Sorry for you. Let's allow ourselves to live well because this life is sure.
All right. Makpe ginger honey chips.
Say baby, I will do now. Say
me pacho upe to me afraid 027.
The first thing is that Makpe ginger honey chips. The biggest honorary doctorate awards are ever in the United States of America. Ending way, Makase July, any be for nominations. If you have anybody that has done well in this country, 3-year award for 15 years. Opese award from music, academia, farming, mining, pastoral, whatever the person have done. Please, you can get in touch with me with your material. How good the person have 3G award, October 24th in the United States of America. But more than enough nominees, musicians, actors will be but open chips, I'll be what and flow. Ukunu en Jawa, a Makpe ginger honey chips. 0277 Israel birthday me hwe kakra gu nsem 609 644 0277 609 644 ye wi a me ma Peter squad bi me ma no full bottle me hwe gu nipa nsem sense untumi nto a untumi we frɛ me na baje obi
don't just stand there and watch.
It's here for Hannah and Emery, my Quine, the Nejumedian OSC. 44 minutes after 4, 19th of July 2025. This is it, Entertainment Review. We draw the curtains on today's episode. Meeting the MC, Ayawa. Yeah. Metremo maminya penny akwesi aboaje the darling boy. Enche obeba wati minimiza mwafeno. Madame Pam for say Councillor Lou Troth Yaw Ayabwa for Socrates Safo Akwasi Ernest JB the Mugu Madame Munina Masemi production team Israel and Israel birthday happy birthday going out to you Israel. Mr. Wami producer no or your gospel artist Mr. Moa contemporary gospel Nenyo more dia by your friend Wofata Oko all digital platforms obe to me stream me Peter Square one no ten fidie teaching chimyema unye bi share YouTube ni Facebook saso na ene me social media guys na medama so ene de Israel sponsor me permit he na Starbite papa baby pay sim nche nye ize wa ha eti for medama se yakopon ya adoma Tuesday ye be say share on the flip side. This is MCI Yabwa. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Charlie, you better move, Charlie, you better move, Charlie, you better move, Charlie.
Mana no ye did mama me kwina me bu no job. Pastor send afi me no me kwina me bu straw. All the killer do gani bi fu wa ya da on the law. We are done right. My we na me do go door. Amale ole bokron, brother le ole